Already done. We live. Welcome back to another episode of the Hoodie and the Headband podcast show. It's your boy Bryce, and I'm joined by no other than my brother
Tariq.
Tariq. It's that time of the year. It's that week. It is we here. Waited all month. Waited all season for this moment right here, man. March Madness, man. Balling like it's March Madness. It's finally here. It's finally time. Tariq, how are you feeling?
Feeling great, man. They can't mess my day up. Was low key having some technical issues right before we got on here.
About to say we
We was
know we were
early. We
supposed
was
to
on
say
time.
8. We was on time. We was set, ready to go at 8
We was
o'clock.
on time.
Technology said, "Nah, y'all gonna start at 8:10."
But that's okay.
That's
That's okay.
okay.
We still here.
It's okay.
We still got the energy. We still
Yeah,
ready.
we ain't
We still
started on
prepared.
ESPN time. We started on TNT time today, so that's fine.
Exactly. But that's fine. That's fine.
We
Because
good.
sometimes ESPN time be running even later than that.
Hello.
They say the game started at 8 and they be starting at 8:15. So
Maybe having other sports
we
playing.
was on time. We here. That's all that matters. We here.
We here.
And so is March Madness.
Yes, sir.
So I'm doing great. It's March Madness. We are a day away from the games to start. So I'm doing fantastic. I can't complain about a thing. To keep it a buck with you, I'm just ready to see these games start. And yeah, man, this is what we've been waiting for all season long. So let's get to it. How about you, brother?
Let's get to it, man. Man, I'm good, bro. I can't complain, bro. I've had a weird couple of weeks, but today I kind of finally felt like me again. So
Hell
we
yeah.
good. We going on that front. We going on that front. We got good basketball all week. We've had good basketball all month. We've had good basketball. It's just been a lot of good basketball going on. It's gonna keep going on and keep going strong. You know what I'm saying? We here, bro. We here. It's time, bro. It is time for the madness to ensue. It's time to do what we do. Y'all know to keep it locked in here on Multiplicity Media, YouTube, for all things NCAA Women's March Madness Tournament. This upcoming March Madness Tournament, man. Y'all keep it locked in on our channels. Or you see our ads on the screen. You know what that means. Follow. You here on this channel, like, comment, subscribe.
Is there?
And we here for a good episode, man. First and foremost, um, where do I want to go
I
with
look
this
strong.
episode? Where do I want to go with this episode to start things off? Start things off, man. What are your initial thoughts about the tournament as a whole? Like, how are you feeling about the 2025 tournament as opposed to maybe I don't know, just how are you feeling going into this tournament? I don't want to compare it yet because it hasn't happened yet.
I'm gonna
But
go in this.
what is your anticipation for this?
I'm gonna answer this in two different ways.
Okay.
I'm gonna answer as a fan of women's basketball first.
Yeah.
I'm excited because there's a lot of teams. There's about 6 teams that I feel like could win this whole thing.
Um,
LSU would be 7 if they're healthy. Well, we don't know if they're healthy yet. Some of the teams that we feel could win or that I feel could win are not 1 seeds, so it makes their road a little bit more difficult, which would make it even more impressive. Now, looking at it from a UConn women's basketball fan,
Lord.
this is the most excited I've been in a couple of years. Because
Hey,
you know why?
with good reason. With
We
good
healthy.
reasoning. Yeah.
We
We're gonna,
healthy.
we're gonna talk about that.
Paige healthy.
Yeah.
AZ healthy.
Yeah.
Sarah healthy.
Yeah.
Aubrey healthy.
Yeah. We seen what a healthy
KK
UConn
healthy.
squad has looked
Ashlyn
like
Shade
against some of the best
healthy.
teams in the nation this season.
Jana healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Caroline on the bench, ready to play whenever she need to come out though.
But she healthy.
Healthy. Wrong with y'all. We back. That's all. Y'all lucky I ain't put it on today. I'm repping Stanford because they ain't in it at all. I'm trying to be unbiased today. So I'm like, all right, let me rep somebody that's not because I can't put the Texas on. Hell no.
I'm neutral.
Can't put the Texas on today.
It's true up
So
here
I had to
Tuesday. I'm neutral.
Gotta rock with women's basketball for today, but we unbiased. We unbiased with it. Even though we ain't never unbiased because we only got this for one reason. And if you know, you know. But I will say I'm also nervous as a UConn women's basketball fan because the way they set us up.
I ain't gonna lie, I felt on
Elite
my
Eight,
bracket, and
this
I
potential Elite Eight matchup.
yeah. We'll get into that. We'll get into all that soon. We'll get into all of that soon. But yeah, nah. But
What were
definitely
your initial thoughts?
my initial thoughts into this one, man. I don't know. It's not. I mean, like the hype isn't really there like it was last year. As
Shit.
I mean, hold on. Let me get to my point. Let me get my point. It's not like it's that one. So like the last 2 seasons we've had. I know we had Caitlin Clark. She was the star of the show for a lot of it. A lot of people were coming to see her. Like and that came on that helped put eyes on a lot of other people. That started the rivalry between her and injuries that they got today. And it's like trying to think of what that next moment might be that'll come from this season and come from that tournament. That's what I'm kind of looking forward towards, or seeing what moments in general, because you can't really orchestrate those moments. They just have to happen organically.
Can we
Like
be honest though?
you can be 100% honest, bro. Like I only want you to be honest.
The only way that happens is if it's between a white player and a black player.
Granted,
Because
yes.
if it's Juju and Hannah, it's not gonna hit the same. And I'm not
Listen,
saying that it's not gonna be as important because us as women's basketball fans would love that. We've been wanting to see them go at it for years and years. My thing is the Caitlyn and Angel thing wasn't just basketball. That became a whole different thing. Which I don't think was good.
because people made it a whole
But it
different
brought
thing, man.
eyes. Right, right. That's what I'm saying. But like
It was just
that
stupid as
moment
hell.
reached that moment reached what it did because of the race part of it. Because Caitlyn did it weeks before or a week before to Haley Van Lith, and it was a talking point, but not to that extent. Then when Angel did it a week later, that's when it became boom. You've seen it all over the place. So it has to have that kind of effect to it, and I don't know if there's like it would have to be Paige Juju or Paige Hannah. Like it would have to be something of that magnitude. And I just don't know what could potentially happen to do that. So I wouldn't look at it as in like how do we get that moment? I think it's like how do we sustain it more than how do we build off of moments.
Well, I
You see
don't
what I'm
want it
saying?
to be. I don't want it to be that moment again, or we'll go through a race war two here
Right.
in terms of that. It's just a matter of like a good rivalry, like even like just on a basketball front. I hate that with women's basketball that people tune into it for other reasons outside of just the game itself and the rivalry itself or whatever. But yeah, no. But outside of that, hold on. Uh, which one call it? But dang, where was I going with this? Oh, I just hate that it came that and it wasn't just hoops. Cause like I mean, we got I think of some of the rivalries in hoops or whatever. We got those just off the strength of hoops itself. Like
Right.
we got Cavs and the what you call it, Cavs and the Warriors off hoops.
Yeah, but that's men's. Even casuals are
I
gonna
know,
watch that.
I
That's
know,
the
I
thing.
know, I know. But I'm saying that's men's. Like I'm just talking basketball. I would like it to be because of basketball and nothing else. I'm watching. I'm talking about me and my feelings. I don't care about anybody else.
I'll shut the fuck up. My bad.
My fault. I'm saying this is how I feel. Okay, this is how I feel. I want to see the storylines. I want to see the moments. This is what I'm looking towards. I don't care about anybody else in this moment. This is how I'm looking forward to. And this tournament is looking for those moments, like looking to see, oh, does a team get upset again? Or do we get a moment like how Shoni Schimmel beat Baylor off all them threes? Do we get a moment like Arika with the double game winners? Do we get a moment like um what school that Prescott went to? Was it
State.
Mississippi State? Yes. Do we get a Cinderella team at Mississippi State? Like, what is the storyline of this year? It's not a lot of. I was like, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't a lot of hype going into it because there's nothing driving this season. But the fact that there is a lot of parity, there is a lot of switch up, there is more eyes on the game. I saw it was reported that ESPN saw a 3% increase in their viewership this season. So that's something to note. And I'm just looking forward to a great tournament. Obviously, you guys know my allegiance is with South Carolina, but I do have
Oh,
other.
now it's with South Carolina.
Oh my gosh!
When I asked you after the UConn South Carolina game, you played defense, did you not?
We're not talking about that.
2 weeks ago, no, it was last week when I asked you who the real SC was. You was playing defense. Now all of a sudden, y'all know where my allegiance lies. So stay on that side and stick to that. Stand on business.
Listen, I'm
Stand
gonna
on
try.
business.
I'm gonna try to talk as objectively as possible in this episode.
Oh, now you're objective again.
Because I was trying to objectively fill out my bracket earlier. I'm just like I'm trying to think. I didn't want to go too biased, but I'm really trying to think of what realistically might happen, and really think here.
Okay.
And think analytically and statistically, you know. So, but
see, when you say analytically, I know you bullshit because you hate analytics. You hate analytics. Now all of a sudden you thinking analytically.
Yes.
You thinking numbers. How many times have we heard you on this, I'm not no mathematician. Now all of a sudden you thinking numbers.
I couldn't wake up and take myself serious and take the role serious for once.
So would you? Oh, so now you're saying this last 3 years you just ain't been taking shit serious.
I got notes today, y'all. I ain't had this last week.
So what you been doing the last 3 years then?
I mean, I've been taking myself seriously in spurts. It be times I take myself serious. It be times I don't. This is one of them times I take myself serious.
So when you're locked in, you care about analytics, but when you don't, you're not locked in.
Anything to improve my analysis, yes. Anything to drop my points home, anything to back up my takes. Because an opinion is opinion. Hold on. An opinion is an opinion, right? But you gotta have facts to back up your opinion, or it's just you just wrong. You can't just say whatever. You know, it gotta be based on something. So I do research.
My dog DeAndre. Speaking of wrong, he said the Irish cutting the nets. He wrong. Speaking of wrong, you my dog, but nah. Sorry. They in the championship game though.
I got my fighting Irish cutting the nets. That's your squad.
He a Hannah fan, gotta be, or Olivia, one of them.
Honestly, I don't know who his squad is because I always see him post just everything. So
he's.
I know he Ryan
Atlanta
fan,
everything.
Atlanta fan, yeah.
I was gonna say he Atlanta everything when it comes to women's basketball. But
yeah.
Outside of that, I couldn't say. But just know, UConn, we want that get back.
Oh,
for years,
for sure.
For years back too, sure not just the last 2 years. We want that get back for 2018.
Yeah,
we need that ASAP.
But yeah, no. Whatchamacallit? What I was about to say here. But no, yeah, I'm just I just
opinions.
I got listen. I'm one half of this show. I bring my takes to the table. I bring my opinions to the table. I'm working on my analysis here, man. That's all. I want to be a better pod host. I want to have better takes. I just want, and you hear
what you're saying is
you've helped me. Ball. I already know ball. That's why I'm here.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm about to say you got something you want to say. But I'm saying you, sir. I'm saying you off the strength of working with you for the past 3 going on 4 years now. On this episode, on this show, they say iron sharpens iron, bro. And I just want to keep bringing quality basketball conversations to the table with you, my boy. So
for that.
Yeah. So forgive me for being analytical today. Forgive me for being.
Ain't no forgive. Just do it more often. How about that?
There you go. I got you.
You do it more often, and this wouldn't even be a conversation right now.
Exactly.
Because the fact that you said analytics in a good way, I thought it was opposite day.
I know. I hate graphs. I hate stats.
I hate 30 points.
I hate graphs. I don't hate stats. I hate graphs. All right. Let's get that clear. I hate a graph. But I've learned
if it benefits my take, I'll enjoy it.
I've learned through my years of covering this beautiful game of basketball that they are needed and they help me understand the game of basketball a little more. But if we talking hoops, let's talk about what's going on the floor for the most part. All right, let's talk about what these players are doing, what they can do to affect the game, not because of oh this number plus this number, that number, this number, that number, that. No, we ain't count Dracula. All right.
See how quickly you just turned on analytics? You John Cena with it, just heel turn quick.
I'm not a heel or a face. I'm a human being.
Oh, nah, that's
Anyways, man, we got a hell of a tournament on our hands.
that's crazy.
Anything shocking, anything surprising in terms of seeding or just anything in general?
I mean, South Carolina, Dawn was mad that they didn't get the number 1 overall seed. We talked about it last episode.
Yeah.
And then USC was mad that they got the 4th 1 seed.
Yeah.
I feel like USC has more of a argument than South Carolina does, just because they beat UCLA twice. So even if you did put UCLA, so if you're gonna put UCLA at number 1 overall, and USC beat them twice, how does that make them the 4th best number 1?
Yeah, I agree
When
with that, man.
UCLA beat South Carolina and beat them pretty handily. Like we
Yeah.
got to stop pretending like they didn't beat the brakes off of South Carolina when they played.
Yup.
I know that's just one game, and it was in California. It is what it is. Like props to Don for taking the matchup. Props to all the teams that take tough non-conference matchups. But if you take that matchup, you got to take that loss too.
Take what's coming
If
with
you
it.
lose the game.
Yeah.
So while
And
they
as
did
she
beat
said,
Texas
hold on.
twice, Texas
Yeah.
should have been the 4th number 1.
Yeah. And to her point, she said, if done correctly, it should come out as the number 1 overall seed. You didn't do it correctly. You lost to UCLA.
Yeah.
You got smacked by UCLA. Respectfully, though.
Smacked.
Got smacked by UConn at the crib.
Smacked by UConn. Don't even let that be known. Got smacked at CLA. It was like 74, 76 game winning streak.
It was 74. It was 74.
At your crib.
Yeah.
At your crib.
Yeah.
And you mad that you're not the number 1 overall seed?
Kick the feet up.
So did Ashlyn Shade. So did Janelle Affie. It was a lot of them out there
feet up.
Chilling.
Yeah. Getting their dirty shoes all over you nice rug.
Now, so I don't know how it should have gone between there if you were going to put UCLA at number 1 overall, which I'm not mad at because I feel like for 95% of the season they were the best team. The only team they lost to was USC, and then they got that back.
Yeah.
So it should have been in reality it should have been UCLA, USC, SC, and then Texas.
Yeah, I feel like I agree with you there too. I think it should have been UCLA, USC, SC, Texas. My whole thing is if you send like would that change where they send Texas and USC?
It would change I don't know if it would change. I don't know if it would necessarily change the region. Yeah. I don't know if it necessarily change where they go. I think they would end up going there regardless. I'm not completely sure. I feel like they would end up going there regardless because you're not going to send South Carolina to Spokane, and then that's why you have 2 regions. Like you have a West Coast region. Even though they sent like UConn and Iowa all the way to what, Oregon a couple years ago or something like that, or maybe it was Seattle.
What were the regions last year? It was what, Albany and
Portland.
Yeah, I feel like that's right.
Maybe. And then 2 years ago, I don't remember who it was, but it was Greenville and then someone else. Or no, Greenville was Sweet 16, Elite 8.
Yeah, that was still that region, yeah.
Yeah. So I can't remember who the other one was. I think that one was Seattle.
I feel like
because it was like you sent them all the way to the West Coast, which was like, yeah. I guess it depends.
We watched Utah.
Yeah,
Utah and we watched UCLA. And we watched UCLA.
South Carolina. Yeah, and I said something about it then, so I'm like, I don't know how that all ties in, but even then, like, that can't be because if South Carolina was the number 1 overall seed, I think they still would have been in Birmingham. I don't think they would have sent them to. I don't think they would have sent them to Spokane.
No,
I think that's just how the bracket goes. like
Yeah.
based off of regioning and things like that. But even then, it's like they still gonna have to go mad far. Like some of them teams are gonna have to go to the West Coast and then come back to the East Coast.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of weird. But again, like I can see where Dawn is coming from, with her like threatening to like change her non-conference schedule doesn't really do anything for her because like you see what happens at LSU. LSU don't really get that respect at the end of the day or at the end of the
Nah.
season with in terms of strength of schedule. Like they would have to go undefeated to go get a 1 seed, and
Yeah.
it's gonna be. I mean, you could probably do that, but you're still in the SEC at the end of the day. Like you still have to play somebody before you get there. So
Yeah.
like UConn's not mad that they didn't get a 1 seed because they lost some games that they feel like they probably should have won, or they lost some games that would have helped them get a 1 seed if they won. They lost to Notre Dame. You can't lose to Notre Dame and USC and get a 1 seed. So it should be the same. Now I'm not saying that South Carolina shouldn't have got a 1 seed because they had a really tough strength of schedule, and they beat some teams that are near them in ranking, like Texas twice. They beat LSU. They beat Oklahoma. So it's like they beat some top teams, but UCLA did as well. So did USC, and so did Texas. But when you put those four up, Texas would be four in terms of their wins because they lost to Notre Dame as well. And then you look at USC's wins; they beat the team that was number one when they beat them. And then I think UCLA was what, number three when they played them the second time. Beat them again, beat them at home and on the road, and then lost them in the championship game. I don't know how losing in the championship game to the team that you beat twice drops you to the four. That one doesn't make sense to me. And I know the people on the panel, the bracketology, were a little upset because they wanted to see UConn and USC potentially in
Mm-hmm.
the Final Four instead of Elite Eight. Like Elite Eight, it
Yeah.
was Elite Eight last year. Even last year, we saw UConn or not UConn. We saw Iowa and LSU in the Elite
LSU
Eight.
and
We
Elite
saw
Eight.
LSU. We saw LSU and UCLA in the Sweet 16. So like we end up seeing some of these matchups that you shouldn't see this early. And there's ways to go about it to potentially get it there, but you don't want to play a puppet game and then not end up getting that matchup. So like I see what I don't know. I don't know what they all tie into how they go about it all and like how
Mm-hmm.
if they look at matchups at all. But there's so many matchups that if they happen, it's gonna be a lot of rematches. Like the final four would be the
Yeah, I'm
fourth
seeing a
game
lot of that.
on
Yeah.
each side. Like if it's
Yeah.
UCLA USC, that's game four. And if it's Texas South Carolina, that's game four again. And then
Mm-hmm.
if it's UCLA South Carolina, that's a rematch. So it's like damn near all of these games once you get towards the end are rematches, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but a fourth game between in the final four is not going to hit the same
Nah.
as a game like, oh, we haven't seen this yet, or we've only seen it once, and this is the second game of. So I don't know if they tied any of that together. I don't think they have because even in years like even last year they didn't really give Iowa a good draw, and that's the one that you would think that they would give a good draw based on ratings. So I don't think they take ratings into account when they do these things. Um, but at the same time, like you have to have some logic here.
Mm-hmm.
Like I understand where Don State's coming from. I understand where Lindsey Gottlieb is coming from. Um, more on the Lindsey Gottlieb side, and I heard them on First Take trying to make it seem like she was scared, but like that's not the case. Like it's
Not
not
at
about
all.
that. It's more about like we did what we were supposed to do in the regular season. We
Yup.
lost in the final, and we got punished for it. So like, should they have lost before that and had the two wins over UCLA? And UCLA hadn't beat them. Like I don't really understand what USC was supposed to do differently besides beat them three
Yeah.
times. And if you beat, and then would UCLA been a high two, or they still would have been the lowest one if Texas had lost and UCLA had lost. So who knows? But that was really the only like seeding thing that was like on my mind when the bracket dropped.
Yeah.
Everything else
Same.
was like
Everything else looked clean.
we'll
Everything
see.
else looked cool.
Now you Notre Dame as a three is kind of crazy to me actually,
I thought they would have been in two.
even though they lost three of their last five. They
Yeah,
didn't
I thought
finish
they would have
well,
been in
but
two.
at one point they looked like they might have been the best team in the conference or in the
Oh,
country.
for a
So
while. Yeah.
it was like it was like January or like from December to like a little bit into February, and then towards the end of February they started to struggle, or middle of February they started to struggle. They lost to NC State, lost to Louisville.
I feel like if they would have
in the
gotten
tournament.
to the ACC tournament final, they probably would have been the 2.
Yeah,
If they won, for sure they would have been the 2. But if they would have gotten
yeah,
there, I think that would have helped them get to it too.
yeah. They got TCU got chosen as the 2 over them because
They
they
won
won
their
their conference
conference
tournament.
journey.
I think if both lost their conference tournament, Notre Dame might have gotten the edge, even though TCU had beat them. So TCU probably gets that edge, might get that edge regardless because they beat them earlier in the season. So
Yeah.
it's hard to tell because sometimes they take the prior matchups into account, sometimes they don't. So
Yeah.
it's really hard to know for sure.
Word. But all right, we got our first guest in the bullpen. Ready, lock, loaded, ready to go. Hold on, let me someone come in. Multiplicity Media's own Pierre Davis, one half of Wrestling Pod. Yes, sir.
Oh,
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, that intro was smooth. That man said peekaboo.
I just want to say thank y'all for letting me come on here, man.
Hold on. What the jersey is? What's the jersey? What you got? What you got? Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. See, that man P always come correct every time he come on the show. He come correct.
I love that. Necessary glaze, no cap. I appreciate that.
It ain't glaze. It's praise, my brother.
Already, I love that. I love that, Bryce. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm great, bro. It's good. It's good to be back on the pod with you, my boy.
For sure.
Talking women's basketball this time around. We talking NCAA Women's March Madness Tournament, man.
For sure. It's
now one of the best times of the
year. Audience, like, this is not my lane. It's my lane, but it's not my lane. But I promise y'all, I might surprise y'all here today with some teams that I'm feeling on here. So,
okay. Hey, P does know ball now, so let's keep that into account here.
For sure. I like that. Bryce, now I do want to say, you know ball too. I heard you earlier. You not a heel. You not a face. You a human being. And I loved it. I was cheesy. You got me on that one. You know ball.
Yes, sir. Hey,
Oh,
you know I'm always rocking with my guy, even though he ain't really rocking with us at the moment, but it's cool. Made for a good storyline.
When you say us and make it seem like it was a race thing because all the black people in it.
Yeah.
That's just the way you think it. I'm talking about fans of.
It's just like more coming Saturday for sure. Make sure y'all tap in. But I just felt like a prelude. I need Cody to stomp him out. He low key dissed me. I wasn't feeling that. So I low key might need my man Cody.
He was cooking y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, good thing he ain't talking about me.
You in there too somewhere. We gonna have to review the footage. Let's go, man.
Anyways, man, P, what are your initial thoughts on the 2025 Women's March Madness Tournament?
I think low key it's gonna be some good matchups in here. Like,
oh, for sure,
real good matchups. Now, I was listening to y'all earlier. I agree with USC. I feel like they got slighted a little bit. I wouldn't be too happy if I got to see UConn in my bracket in general. So especially if I beat UCLA twice. Not going for that. I did lose the title game,
and they beat UConn in the regular season.
Right. So it's like I'm not really feeling that. So I feel like they got slighted a little bit. The seeding was good though. I feel like we got some potential marquee matchups that we're gonna talk about for a long time. So I'm not mad about it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Feel free to follow along at the crib. As a reminder, the link is in the bio to join our March Madness Tournament challenge. So definitely
shout out to both Dre and Cam. They're both in the chat and they are both in the bracket challenge. So shout out to both.
That's what we talk about, man. We love our supporters, man. Shout out to y'all.
Sure. Big W.
For sure.
Big dubs in the chat. But yeah. Starting off with Regional 1. Is there anything that pops out to you guys in this region? This region features Some notable teams such as UCLA, Ole Miss, Baylor, Florida State, LSU, NC State, Harvard's in here as well.
You want me to go first or you want me to go first?
It's a good bracket right here, or a good region.
Yeah, that's pretty solid for the first
feel like-
region.
I feel like for UCLA, this is a good bracket considering they're the number one overall seed. That's not saying that they got easy matchups, but they have favorable matchups. They got matchups that they feel good about going into each game. Whether they played Richmond or Georgia Tech, which I think both are good teams. That's a favorable matchup for them. Obviously, that's the 1-8. But if they have to play Baylor or Ole Miss, I think they feel good about them. Like both of those teams are very scrappy, very physical teams. Want to muck it up, want to make it nasty. I feel like UCLA has enough players that want to play like that as well, and their offense will be able to get them past a team like that. The thing for the two teams that I will worry about, and that I'm sure they're looking at, is LSU and Florida and NC State. If you get an LSU that's healthy, that changes a lot. And then NC State's guard play is always a problem this time of year. So I know they're looking like, okay, we got to play them. Like they had trouble with Juju in the first two games. So it's like, all right, if you play them, who are you focusing on? Because when you play USC, you can focus on Juju Watkins and try to make everybody else make a play. If you play NC State later on in the tournament, who are you focusing on? Is probably their question. But all in all, they probably feel pretty good about their region of the bracket.
I definitely want to piggyback off you, Reek, because I wrote down Ole Miss, and one thing that I love in March Madness tournaments or any March Madness tournament is like this: if you play enough defense and you generate enough stops, and you keep it close, the momentum can carry you through there. Now I don't know if they have enough offense to keep up with everybody, but defense definitely matters. And like you said, elite guard play matters in March Madness, and then also you need bigs. So that's what I think about UCLA. It's just pretty big squad. I feel like they got some.
They got size.
They're tall over there. They got some trees over there.
Length.
So
yeah,
I don't know if you're gonna be
you
able
got
to.
Betts, Dugalich, you got Janiah Barker, all 6'4" plus. Even to me, a Gardner 6'3". So
ain't Gabby Hawkins tall too?
Kiki Rice, a bigger guard. What's up?
So ain't Gabby Hawkins tall too?
She's like 6'1".
Okay.
She's probably like 6 foot even. Kendall Dudley's like 6'1", 6'2". The only player, I mean, there are 2 point guards like Arnesalo and London Jones are both smaller, but outside of that, they got bigger players. Like Kiki Rice, I would consider as a big guard. She's probably 5'10", 5'11". She's like the Zion Cook frame, so I would consider her a bigger guard.
That's why you love the matchups.
Yeah, all in all, they got size.
Like
for sure.
If you're a big squad, I feel like, and you're playing against a scrappy team, you're gonna generate fouls. So you really just can't get outside your game plan. You just really gotta just keep doing your thing.
Them refs gotta call them fouls because Ole Miss played a team a couple years ago, and they on this damn hoodie. And if they would have called them damn fouls, they wouldn't have fucking lost in the round of 32. But we're not gonna speak on that right now. But my dog can't. He know how I feel. He know how I feel way more than I do because that's his sister. But still, I'm still pissed about that. But I ain't gonna lie. If it is UCLA Ole Miss Sweet 16, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be a little nervous because I don't know how the refs gonna call it. If the refs is calling it the way they supposed to, we're gonna be all right. But if they on that bullshit, letting motherfuckers get hacked,
it might be a long day.
It might be a little upset, and I'll be pissed. Yo, I'm just letting y'all know it's gonna be a fee links type rant before the tournament even over. I'm just letting y'all know now.
Listen, y'all know I don't like refs, and I know Tweet don't want to hear me say I don't like refs anymore. But it ain't about y'all. It ain't about y'all. Don't make it about
no.
y'all.
Nope. You are not allowed to comment on refs.
It ain't about y'all. It ain't about y'all. Oh, make it about y'all. Let them girls play. Call it down the middle.
Hey, what the fuck? Sure.
Anyways, man, let's go ahead hop into this bracket. We got UCLA. up against the winner of UCSD and who's that?
Southern.
Southern. Okay.
I mean, are we saying the dub because UCLA gonna take
Right.
the dub?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I'm
Yeah, I
saying
mean-
UCLA. I'm about to say I actually clicked something in my bracket and it changed it, but let me make
He
sure.
had to make sure his bracket was right. He ain't going.
Yeah, I'm about to say anybody mess me up. No.
I
but-
hear you, bro.
Like, oh, you
Yeah.
done already? Because they go to the Final Four, your shit's cooked.
Oh yeah. But UCLA taking care of business there, man. Regardless of whoever they play, I don't think there's a world we see UCLA losing or any of the first seeds really losing in the first round at least.
Yeah, I don't either. They definitely lose for sure.
That's one thing I can say I like about women's basketball compared to men's, low key. Like,
You'll want season not
it's
losing.
probably about to be disrespectful, low key, like to the men a little bit, but they don't really forget how to hoop. You know what I'm saying? Like they do sometimes, but like number one seeds in women's basketball typically don't forget how to hoop. And
Yeah.
I'm really thinking about Virginia from years back, and I'm like, bro, they
Yo,
literally
my
just
gosh.
forgot how to hoop. Like,
Yeah. Purdue
So
too. Purdue lost.
yeah, I mean, it's just like with women's basketball, like you know what you're gonna expect, but there could be some surprises, there could be upsets, which make moments. What Bryce was talking about earlier, what moments are we gonna see? You're always gonna have moments, but that's what makes the moments better in women's basketball because, bro, it's gonna take everything out of you to beat Paige Beckers, bro, especially in her last year. It's gonna take a lot out of you to get Juju off the court.
Tell y'all.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna
Yeah.
it's gonna take a lot. So that's what makes moments. That's why I appreciate women's basketball a little bit more. You know what I'm saying, when we're around this time. So that's all I just want
Sound like Kev. Kev loved the women's tournament. Every time we get to this
Oh,
point,
yeah.
he'd be like, "Yeah, I ain't really rocking with the men's tournament. That shit been whack for years."
Shout out
has,
Kevin
bro.
Bears,
It
man.
has, bro. It's all zone and missed threes in the men's tournament for the most part. So
Damn.
I mean, I know what I'm gonna get.
That's a fact. I ain't gonna lie.
And then you get
Last
that
couple years
one
have been
guy
nasty.
who just randomly
gets
turned into a
hot.
star for 2 weeks.
All right, chill out. You know what to do.
But for real though, like
Because I done seen that happen twice to me, bro.
oh my fault.
We had
guys.
Fletcher McGee and we had dude from last year, Jack Walkie or whatever the fuck his name is.
Jack
Fletcher did,
O'Golicky.
Yeah, that's
Y'all
Hey,
get beat
hey.
by Oakland. He called
Jack had
Oakland.
that
They're not
chin on
even
him.
in Cali.
sick, bro. Wofford, come on, bro.
Hey, Sean
Hey, Jim.
Walford.
Shout out Wofford. Hey, listen. Look, when I had a basketball camp
No.
at Wofford, our freshman year for our basketball school, bro, Fletcher McGee was there, bro. No cap. He did have that flamethrower on him. I'm not gonna lie. That was my first time seeing a college hooper like playing on the court. I said that's when I knew. I already knew, but I definitely knew. I'm not going D1. Buddy had a flamethrower. No cap.
Yo.
So it's cool. So all y'all that say y'all can be a hooper, even these women hoopers in this tournament, you're not. Stay at home.
Facts, you're capping.
Big facts. I done seen some of them come home for the summer, embarrassing boy in open run.
Got to.
Anyways, man, moving on to the next matchup. We got Richmond up against Georgia Tech. I'm picking Georgia Tech on this side. On this one.
I got Richmond. I like how Richmond plays. I think Maggie Dugan and Rachel Ostrom might be able to have some bigger games. I think they're gonna feel like they haven't had a ton of moments on this platform or at this level. Being at Richmond, how many times have we seen Richmond on ESPN, ESPN2, ESPNU? Not very often. Georgia Tech is on at least the ACC network at least once a week, playing teams like Notre Dame and things like that. So I'm gonna go with Richmond. Georgia Tech is still a really good team. That's not to say that they're not a good team or that they can't do it. They can't win a game. They've got really good players. They got a good coach. I like what Kara Dunn does, and like Nick said, Tony Morgan. They've got good players as well. So this is a toss-up game. Every 8-9 matchup is a toss-up game. It's just who do you feel like is gonna have the edge, and and what do you think that edge is gonna be? Richmond shoots 38% from three. If they can shoot close to that, that gives them a really good chance to win this game.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go with Richmond because I was gonna say down the clutch when it's time to knock down shots, you can probably look that way. So anytime you
Gotta
get a
be able to
matchup
knock
like
down
that, like
shots.
he said with 8 and 9, sometimes it just comes down to that last shot. So I feel like Richmond got the players to really take that one, take the dub. No cap to Georgia Tech though. Pretty good squad.
Not
Any
facts.
ACC
Georgia Tech's
squad
still
low
good.
key chippy. So I feel like
Yeah, that's kind of why I
Yeah.
went the edge.
As I say, the
with
physicality
Georgia Tech.
might get Georgia Tech the win.
Yeah,
Like the physicality, athleticism. A lot of times in the women's game, that's what does it. Is like that physicality, that athleticism, and just that experience is sometimes what puts it over the hump against the smaller teams. But then there are teams like I don't know if a Richmond is like a Creighton or like a South Dakota State, but those are two teams that have given teams problems every year in the tournament. I feel like Richmond could be one of those teams.
got you. All right, next matchup, 5-12 matchup. Ole Miss against Ball State. I'm going Ole Miss here.
I agree. We talked about Ole Miss a little earlier, so I'm going Ole Miss.
I mean, if I'm UCLA, I'm hoping Ball State win this.
Not trying to play that deep. Like, bro, Ole Miss had close games with great teams all year. Like, I feel like when I was in the gym, I think I caught them playing USC, and it was a single digit game down to the wire. So, I mean,
it was two-point game.
Yeah, I'm not trying to play that, especially in March. Like I said, with the momentum building, you not getting no calls, things get frustrating. I'm not trying to play a heavy defensive team. I'm just good on that.
Yeah, that I will say that they played a lot of really good teams. They've lost to almost all of them. They lost to USC, lost to UConn, lost to NC State, lost to Texas, lost to Tennessee, lost to South Carolina. They beat LSU and then they lost to Texas again. So, their defense is always going to be what they hang their hat on. They're always going to have multiple players that can score a little bit, but they never have that one scorer that can just turn up on any given notice. And I think that's what causes them to struggle once they get against the better teams. Now, in this game, and I will say, Ole Miss and Coach Hill are probably pissed as well about their seeding. They probably feel like they should have been a 4 seed. They ended up getting a 5, so that first game might be kind of nasty for Ball State. So I'm gonna just say Ball State. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say that just to start. I'm sorry. Ole Miss probably gonna come out angry, and if they come out angry, it's gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a long game.
Oh yeah. Next matchup, you got Baylor against Grand Canyon, 4-13 matchup. I'm picking Baylor here.
I think I'll agree with you. Make it short and sweet. I think I'm gonna agree with you straight up.
Yeah, I will too. Yeah, it's Grand Canyon's first time in the tournament ever.
Handle business.
Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure this is the first time ever in the tournament. Yeah, this is the first time they've ever been in the tournament. I feel like that might be a little bit too much for them to handle. And I think Baylor's just too good of a team for them to lay an egg like this. So I'm gonna say Baylor as well. Penn State, Francis. Whatever.
All right, next matchup, 6-11 matchup. You got Florida State up against George Mason. I'm taking Florida State.
You already counted out.
Tonight, that's not losing.
Nah.
I
She
counted
gonna
out one of
drop
my
30
schools, man. But yeah, I'm gonna go Florida State. I did count out Georgia Tech earlier, so I'm right with Florida State.
Gotcha. All right, next matchup, LSU San Diego State. Got LSU here. Handle business.
Rick, you said LSU fully healthy.
I said if. I'm not completely sure. They were both in boots during the selection show, but that could be them just trying to be precautious. That could be them just trying to trick teams. I'm not completely sure. Let me see if there's any update on Flauja because she didn't play the whole SEC tournament.
Yeah, I didn't see any update on
But
Flauja.
Anissa got hurt in the last game that they played in. They played against Texas. She got hurt towards the end of that game. There is no update currently for Flauja. We probably won't get one until the day before they play or the day of, because it's Kim Mulkey and she likes to not give information out. And Anissa Morrow, there's probably not anything on her either, just because Hers was even more recent than Flauja's was. Okay. Kim Mulkey said that Anissa Morrow and Flauja returned to practice yesterday.
Nice.
So if they're practicing, I would assume that they're going to be able to play first game. So that means they're healthy.
So LSU, if they healthy for the most part, it's BTA for sure. Two leading scorers fully healthy. Not gonna lie. I'm hoping they fully healthy because I feel like if they fully healthy, they can make a run for real. Like that's just
I believe so as well.
Dynamic scores that they have. Like you shut one down, one can go for 20, another one go for 20.
Yep.
Flauja can go for 20. It's a lot. It's a lot to take in. And you need
it
bucket
is.
getters. Hey Bryce, this is your brand of ball right here. You need bucket getters in March Madness.
Hello.
You need at least one.
Hello, you gotta put the ball inside the bucket.
You got to.
The team who does that the most is the team that moves on, the team that advances.
Yes, sir.
Simple math. 1 + 1 is 2.
It is, ain't it?
Hey, Alabama State just went on some crazy shit.
Oh, word?
Yeah, they basically threw like a Hail Mary, and it just like fell into dude's hands, and he laid it up 1 second left.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, kind of crazy. So we're gonna go to the next one because I think we all got LSU.
Yeah, we got LSU. Michigan State, Harvard. I'm going Harvard.
Okay, that's what I want to hear.
We gotta have an upset somewhere. I'm going.
That's what I want to hear.
Harmony Turner, walking.
That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear right there. Right, you need Tariq. You need one bucket getter, not to be like Dr. Strange on y'all with that, but you need one, and she is a bucket. So, I mean, it just feel like a little Ja Morant, you know what I'm saying, back in Murray State. It feel like one of them scenarios.
Yes.
I feel like that's what we could get. You never know.
Yes.
You never know. So
Never
give me
know.
Harvard, man. I'm glad you said it, Bryce.
Yeah, I got Harvard too.
There we go.
I was like, man, I don't want to do this to Michigan State because they was really good all season.
Yeah.
Like I like Grace Van Sloot and I like Julie Ayrault, but I don't know if they got an answer for Harmony Turner. Harmony Turner is just a few games off of dropping 44. So if she do that in the conference tournament, what you think she gonna do on this stage?
Come on now. She been
Because
waiting
it's some
for
people
this.
it's some people that don't know her name yet.
She been waiting for this.
I'm just saying, like this her moment.
Mm-hmm.
We asked, like Bryce mentioned earlier, like is there anybody that's gonna like put their name out there and like stamp themselves and get the eyes on themselves? Harmony Turner is that. Harmony Turner is for sure going to do that. She's a 4-year senior. I don't know what her eligibility looks like, but she could be able to transfer or play somewhere else next year for her 5th year, like Caitlin Chen was. So, just saying, like Caleb Padilla was the year, even last year. So, if she's able to do that, watch out. But yeah, she's gonna be a problem because I want to see them win. I want to see them win so we can see her against Isaiah James and Cyrus.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
I need that.
Yeah.
I need that.
Yeah. Yeah. That'll be the matchup I'll be seated for. We ain't even gotta say who we got for Vermont in NC State. So
respectfully, shout out to my dog Kyle. He's from Vermont. But, sorry, Vermont's not shit.
But yeah, shout out to NC State. NC State. I got NC State moving on.
Indeed. On my birthday.
UNC Greensboro.
On your birthday.
The next matchup would be on my birthday. So the round of 32 would be on my birthday for a lot of these.
23rd or 24th?
Our birthday's real close. So our birthday's 8 days away.
Damn, man, your boy getting old on me, man.
Yeah, I'm getting old, man, but I get to see Juju hoop on my birthday, so it's gonna be a great birthday indeed. It's gonna be a great birthday indeed.
Indeed.
Hopefully. You never know. It's March. Hopefully. The basketball guys might be like, you know what, man, we're not gonna give you a gift. So
yeah, got your ass.
Yeah.
What you thought this was?
All right, moving on to the round of 32 in Regional 1. We got UCLA, Georgia Tech. I got UCLA.
Indeed.
Yeah, I got UCLA as well.
All right, Ole Miss and Baylor. I'm picking Ole Miss here.
I'm gonna keep rocking with Ole Miss, bro. I'm just gonna believe in that defense till the wheels fall off. I'm not
gonna
lie.
So I don't know if Baylor has the scoring. to like really make them pay. Like the way they score is a way that Ole Miss likes to play.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That game gonna be ugly. I'm gonna just say that. The game's not gonna be pretty. I'm just letting y'all know that now. That game is not gonna be pretty. It's like the Grizzlies versus the Grizzlies. But I'm talking about like grit grind Grizzlies. Like
Nah, I'm not.
Lord.
I don't know if you can tune into that for real.
Good Lord. All right.
Like you might if you really love hoops.
Yeah.
But something else on.
that's when it's multiple boxes.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, that's the one that still 6 to
Y'all say
6.
in the
All
big
right.
bottom left.
Yeah.
Like, there it is.
What they got going on over there?
It's
Yeah.
9 to 10, second quarter. Okay.
We getting somewhere. Somebody
When
doing
they
layup,
gonna
they
get to
getting hot.
20?
Like getting hot now, warming up.
Listen,
Like she's got 6 points. All right, bro.
6 points leading in the half.
Lord. But sometimes
No, watch
them
that
games are
game.
fun,
Watch
though,
that
man.
game. I was gonna say, watch that game be high
in the
scoring.
80s.
Yeah. I was saying we clowning now, but
Everybody
it's
just
gonna
start
be
cooking.
Game of the year.
All right.
Everybody
Anyway,
be on
Florida
start
State,
cooking.
I'm telling you.
Florida State, LSU, round 32. I'm going LSU, but I mean, if LSU were to lose, they could lose this one. I feel like
Too many
Florida
buckets,
State.
Too many buckets, fully healthy. Too many buckets.
If they fully healthy, which
That's
it
if
seems
they
like
fully
it
healthy.
seems like they are. It seems like they are. But I'm
I wouldn't say
saying
fully healthy, but they healthy
Florida
enough to play.
State. I'm saying Florida State will give them a run for their money.
I don't disagree. They got a great defender in Michaela Simpson. They got a great scorer in Sanaya Lasson. But I don't know if they have enough to keep up with all that LSU has. You have Anissa Moore, Michaela Williams, Flaujae, and you still got what's the girl name off the bench? I'm tripping right now. I can't remember her name, but they also got another double figure scorer that comes off the bench. So every time she scores in double figures, they win. So you got 4 players that can score 15 plus. It's gonna be hard to put you up.
You could even up the ante and say 17. You could even say 17.
Yeah,
really.
for real. Yeah.
So it's like,
and one of them can give you 17 and 17, 17.17 rebounds type shit. So
yeah,
it's just a lot to handle. It's just a lot of pressure, bro. Like, and it's not like pause. Don't start this.
it's a lot
and
of
look,
pressure. What was the ball there?
Look. Reek could give you the face, and Bryce would just be like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
man.
every time. Oh, listen, I said something crazy the other night. Reek got me. We were sitting here laughing for like 20 minutes.
But he's so quick with it. Like, you would keep talking, and you just look up and see his face, and you be like, damn, I said something out the way. Shout out to that. But
I ain't shit because I be doing it while I'm coaching. I'll say something, pause, and I say it loud. I know the parents be hearing me. My bad. That's me. The rest be like, chill, bro.
That's it, man. That's it. 4 buckets, 4 bucket getters. There's just a lot to deal with, man. It's a lot to deal with.
Good luck.
But yeah, got LSU moving on. Harvard, NC State. Don't think it's a Cinderella story for Harvard. I think NC State will be a little too much for him. But it'll be a good matchup for sure, though.
It's a trap game for sure. No cap.
It really is.
It's a trap game. If you don't come to play, I know somebody that will. So stay ready.
100%.
That's all I can say.
Because if you let her get 1 win, what's stopping her from getting 2?
That's all it is.
Because if she cook up in the first game, she could be like, "Oh, this is easy." Like, and then it might be hell to get her out of there. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But NC State just got so many options offensively. Like, we know what Harmony Turner gonna bring, but how many others are gonna be able to step up with her against a team like NC State? Like, NC State brings pressure a lot, and they've got a lot of players that can score. And Sanaya Rivers, that defensively, I don't think Harmony Turner going for 30, going for 25.
No, they'll find a way to stop that, or at least not stop completely, but
you got at least trap. Which Michigan State might do the same thing. Michigan State might send a trap, make other players beat them, but I don't know if they have the same. I don't know if they're the same personnel.
Yeah,
as NC State does. NC State's got the personnel and the identity of a defensive team.
Yeah. All right. Sweet 16 matchups. You want to talk about these now or wait till we get the Sweet 16 part for all of them?
Yeah. I would just go back to the other regions and get to so we can get to the bottom.
All right, cool. Well, before we get to the next region, I believe we got another guest coming on. The one and only Multiplicity Media's own ML is in the building.
The big dog, ML.
What
Everybody-
begins the plug say? The biggest, the largest.
But every time I hear that song, I think about Jalen Green eating that Wingstop.
No, that is crazy. Yeah.
Every time eating that tender with his bare fingers, I'm like, I ain't got no fork. You in the back of the car ain't got no fork. I'm one of those, bro. I'm a nerd.
Yo.
I'm a nerd.
Oh,
Analyzing
man.
the commercial crazy.
Nah, that is crazy. That is
Just
crazy.
saying, he touched the door handle and all that, and then you just
Touched
gonna
the door
bite
handle.
your tender. That's kind of gross, dog. At least you can hoop, though. I guess.
What you mean? I guess.
I'm saying at least you can
Hoop.
hoop. I mean you can hoop, but you nasty, you dirty. So I guess that's good.
He said you can hoop, but you nasty, you dirty.
But I'm just saying, like you going from a game, you go from a game, touching door handles, dapping people up. You went in there and ate your tender with and dipped it in the sauce and everything. Come on,
You might get hand sanitizer in the whip. They
I
might
wonder
have
how
cut that
Dom-
part out.
I'm not Dom eat his cinders.
Hey, Bryce talking about some hand sanitizer. You were part of the problem.
I got hand sanitizer. Listen, it's because I eat lunch in my
I got like 4 of these in my bed.
Yeah, for sure.
For
Yeah,
me.
you sanitize up, but hey, sometimes Bryce, you just gotta wash your hands. And it's
No, that's a fact.
No, yeah.
That's a fact.
I'm not a proponent, but I
don't know how
I'll wash my hands over using hand sanitizer. But if I ain't got if I can't get to the sink.
I get you, but he leaving a whole arena with bathrooms and stuff.
Out the yes.
So
All right, y'all want to start the next region while we wait for ML?
Yeah. I'll say we got
We're gonna go regional 4, we're gonna go down the rest.
we can
Or
do
we
region
gonna go down
2.
further?
We can go region 2.
Okay.
I feel like this is the toughest
That's your
region.
girls.
I feel like this is a strong region as well. There's some heavy
I
hitters
feel like
in
this
here.
the easiest region.
Well, I mean, I
Region
just feel
2?
like, I feel like there's
Compared
outside of South
to
Carolina.
the 1 seed and the rest of the field, or are you comparing it to like just in general?
I think
I'm comparing
outside of
it to
South
like
Carolina.
who's gonna have to play South Carolina. Like
Okay,
I'm looking at
I
like
ain't gonna lie,
who would South Carolina had to play. This shit's light for them. I'm sorry.
Right.
Yeah.
It's light for them.
Now
I was thinking-
the games before that, yes. The games before that, 100%, yes. But
so you got
the teams that are
Utah
gonna have to,
against
they're
Indiana
gonna have to
first
play
round.
to get where they want to get to. Easy.
Yeah, you got Utah versus Indiana first round. You got a
That's a
potential
tough one.
Duke and North Carolina matchup. You got Vandy in this bracket, West Virginia. You got Maryland, Alabama, who's had their couple. They got a couple big SEC wins this year. So
I think Vandy cold. I think Vandy might surprise a squad.
They
Squad,
might.
I guess.
They really might.
But
Oh,
I mean,
they
I really
definitely
ain't
got the
got
scoring for that matchup.
Look, I really ain't got no women's college team. I ain't gonna hold y'all. It's just like I had players that I rock with, and so like I just feel like by default, Juju finna go crazy. Like I guess that's what I'm pulling for. But I want to see Paige go out with a dub because Caitlin Clark ain't go out with a dub. So I kind of want to see Paige go out with a dub.
True. I kind of want to see Paige go out with a dub too.
Yeah, I just feel like she deserved it, bro. She went through too many trials, bro. Go out with an L. I'm not feeling that. It's
there
like seeing not winning 17, I guess. Well, before he said what he said.
Got hurt a couple times. Lost in the 4 last year.
Yeah. So we got. I'm assuming everybody got South Carolina against Tennessee Tech.
For real. You can go ahead and put them in the Final Four for me, gang.
Go ahead. They moving all the way through.
All right, Utah, Indiana. Who y'all got?
I got Indy. All that head movement.
I don't know. I'm like the dude at the grocery store that was ringing up that cashier. I'm gonna go with Utah though, bro. Low key.
Okay.
Respect Gianna Neepkins around here.
I know you was about to say it.
We're gonna respect Gianna Neepkins in this motherfucking podcast. All right, Gianna Neepkins.
Most definitely.
It's gonna make y'all put some respect on her fucking name. All right,
Okay.
just because she got hurt, don't mean she not like that no more. She's still one of them ones. All right. Shout out Yarden Garzon though. She is tough. And this, I remember a couple years ago when they did lose, they lost in the round of 32. The same year that Stanford lost in the round of 32 as a one. I don't remember who they played, who they lost to. I don't know why I can't remember. I just remember being on that Indiana court. And she had a really good game in that game. So to see where she is now, she's their leading scorer. She's really the head of their snake. So I'm looking forward to seeing Yarden Garzon versus Gianna Neekins. I can't wait to see that. But I'm going with Utah. Let's go, Gianna.
All right, you got Alabama against Green Bay. I'm going Alabama.
Alabama as well.
Bro, I have not seen a lick of Green Bay hoops, so by default, we're going Bama.
Sarah Ashley Barker is a bucket. That's all y'all need to know.
Okay, that's what I need.
She's
to go
been a
tap
bucket
into.
for like 6 years at this point. I feel like she's been at Alabama for like 7 years. It's really only been like 4, but like it just feels like a long ass time. But she's a bucket. That's all I'm saying.
All right, Maryland and Norfolk State. I'm going Maryland.
I'm sorry, Diamond. I'm sorry. Diamond was the player of the year in her conference, leading scorer in her conference. I feel bad, but I gotta rock with the home team.
With the Terps.
I gotta rock with
Home
Maryland.
team.
I gotta rock with Sailor,
Home
Cheyenne.
team.
Sorry. Now I would not be surprised if this game goes the other way.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Like,
either.
Diamond Johnson is one of them players. Like, I'm just
Can control the
scares me
game
a
on
little
her
bit.
own.
Scares me.
Yeah.
All right, Kiera Willer's good too. Average 15 and 9 in the regular season. But I think Maryland's gonna have too much. They got Kayleen Smichael. They have Cheyenne Sellers. Sailor should be back. They're going to miss Bree McDaniel in the tournament, so that's gonna stop how far they would have gone. But I think at the very least they get past this game, or they get past this round.
All right, next is West Virginia versus the winner of.
You just need one bucket getter, bruh.
That's true.
Norfolk, stand up. I'm telling you, they about to take the dub. I'm telling you, look.
Why they do DMV like that, bro? Like,
I'm not gonna hold you though. That's. I'm not a fan of going against a bucket getter in my first matchup. Like, especially you got it. What time is the game?
4 p.m.
4 p.m. Okay, they're gonna be up. I
said they're
gonna be up. They're gonna be up. But hey, the morning games you get starts. You like.
I'm about to say.
Not trying to hoop. So.
And it's not even like they don't even gotta go far to get to Maryland. Like, they don't gotta go far to get to College Park. So it's like they about to be sliced the whole way too. They about to be sliced whole way. Who do y'all have between Columbia and Washington? Before we get to whoever West Virginia plays between them.
Shout out to the Ivy League for getting number team in the tournament. But
three.
Shout out to them. 3. But I'm going with Washington.
Yeah. I got mixed emotions because I really like El Ladini from Washington. I've been a fan of hers for a couple of years. Washington ain't really got the wins to get to this point. And now that they are, I want to pick them. I will say this though. Whoever wins this game, I have beating West Virginia.
Whoa.
Huh?
I'm not feeling that reek because West Virginia got clamps.
JJ Quinterly do got clamps. I will say that. JJ Quinterly is like that.
I'm talking clamps over there. I'm talking second in the nation clamps.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, you need that. I don't know.
You need that scoring too.
You definitely do, and that's a problem.
You need that scoring. I think both of these teams can score at a high clip. I don't know if they're gonna score like crazy buku amounts, but I trust both of their offenses to be able to get it going more than West Virginia's. I could be wrong about that, but I think Washington is very underrated. They played some top teams this year. They played in the Big Ten. So they had to play UCLA. They had to play USC. They had to play Maryland. Like you had to play Michigan. You had to test yourself against these teams. I don't think they'll feel a way about playing West Virginia. I think West Virginia is a good team. I think J.J. Quinley is one of the best players in the country, offense and defense. But I feel like if they can slow her down, they feel really good about winning this game. And it's neutral. It's neither one of them has the advantage. It's 6-11, so no one's at home. Even if it's Columbia, I feel good about if Columbia wins against Washington, I think they'll have enough confidence to go into the next game and win again. So both teams have multiple double-digit scores. I'm just saying, I feel pretty good about one of them.
Sure. I wouldn't even be mad at you for saying that. I just feel like for West Virginia, you do what you've been doing all year. You play defense. If you get out in transition, you should be fine. Just don't let them slow the game down. I mean, that's the problem with heavily defensive teams. Once the ball get in a half-court setting, it gets real ugly to score. It gets bad. You can't allow yourself to get trapped into a half-court setting. Get on the break, get the board, get going, get a steal, get going, and y'all be fine. But like you said about Washington, when you be battle-tested all year, it's really nothing once it's time to play in the March Madness. So I'm intrigued, though. I'm intrigued.
I'm telling y'all now, Ella Dean is one of them players that can have one of them games. But yeah, she could go for 26, 27 type. And just don't be surprised if it happens. If it don't happen, we'll be back next year.
That's my motto, man. You just need one.
You just need one.
You just need one
for one game.
One. Bro,
and she
got it. One game, one moment.
She got it for two. She gonna have
one player.
To do it in the Columbia game too. But I got Washington.
I
got either one over West Virginia.
One player to make a big play. I'm talking Trey Burke, Kansas. I'm telling you, you need one player to make one play, and you just moving on. That's it.
Yeah,
we've seen it plenty of times. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Look at Reek bucket. That's all.
That boy stepped back from half. That's different.
Yeah, that's
not gonna hold you from the half.
That boy stepped back from
like how you stepping back.
And that was in what 2013, 20. Like, wasn't nobody doing that 12 years. I mean, Steph was shooting, but he wasn't shooting like that in 2013. He wasn't doing shit. Step back from the half.
Off the screen, and they both fall. Already a distraction in your face.
Yeah. Yep.
Don't matter.
With like 4-5 seconds left? Come on now.
All right, ML is ready, so time to bring on our guy, co-founder of the network, co-host of Kicking It with the Brothers, one and only ML, Michael Lofton. The extended applause.
There we go. For sure.
I'll tell him join now.
He's trying to make a
dramatic
grand
effect,
entrance.
You know what I'm saying? Dramatic
grand entrance for the
flex.
For big Bulldog.
There we go. We got a guy here. Yes, sir.
Y'all got me here. We good? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you good.
Yeah, what's good, y'all?
What's good?
I ain't never seen ML without a cut ever.
Bro,
always Chris.
On the video?
Always Chris.
Also, listen, single dad life. You never know who's gonna be seeing the video. You know what I mean? Like, hey, shout out to DK Metcalf because you see them with the hey girl. You see what he says? He says, "Show the rock," and he like, hey.
Gotta
they
stay
gave
ready.
Him that Kawhi. Gave him that Kawhi though. You know what I'm saying? By the way, cheers to y'all, man. My young brothers, I'm so proud of y'all, especially coming out of Black History Month.
Cheers.
Y'all black men, I'm so proud of y'all and y'all grind and continuous grind. Whatever y'all got going in life, all y'all do is overcome it. And it's great. It's always good to be able to chop shop with y'all. So it's all love. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry, Bryce. My apologies yesterday. Happy St. Patrick Day. Make sure I acknowledge Happy St. Patrick's Day. You know what I'm saying? He was tipping back, being Tommy, You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
Oh, that's a good one.
I
Happy
appreciate
St.
that,
Patrick's Day,
ML.
bro. Yeah, man.
That's
Happy St.
funny as
Patrick's
hell.
Day.
Good looks,
Big
good
day
looks.
for you, bro. Man.
But yeah,
Man.
you see,
Where we at, man? Where we at?
We here on just wrapping up round of 30. No, not 32.
West Virginia, Colorado, or Columbia, Washington. So we're on North Carolina.
North Carolina, Oregon State.
Bro.
I got North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Yeah. Heels, they going through. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Reed, can I ask you a question about them real quick? Let me ask you a question about the Heels. What's their peak? Because they're one of the few teams that actually pretty much beat everybody in ACC this year, and they have. I don't think they have a lot of holes. I just don't think they're as elite as Duke and Notre Dame. But that's who is right. There's only like 4 or 5 more teams. Like
right.
I didn't get to talk to you about the Tar Heels this year. I wanted to get your thoughts.
I just feel like they don't have like that number one. Like I feel like they have a bunch of, I don't want to say a bunch of number twos. They have a bunch of really good players, but they don't have that player that can match up with the Hannah, match up with the Juju, match up with the Page. And they don't have the same defense as a team like South Carolina. South Carolina doesn't have a one, but they have a defense and an experience that can beat some teams before they even get on the court. North Carolina doesn't have that. I feel like they have, I feel like they have a lot of players that are good, but when you get to this time of the tournament, you need at least one elite player. And I don't know if they can say they have an elite player. I like Alyssa Usby a lot, but she's been here so long that you need to see this would be the time for her to step out and be because she's got triple doubles. She's had multiple triple doubles in her career. She needs to step out and all right, this is my moment. This is my chance to show y'all we ain't got old girl, but we still here. We good. I feel like they probably feel slighted because of the conference that they play in and the teams that they've had to play against and go up against and things like that. But I just don't think they have enough offense as a whole. I feel like they're similar to Texas, but they don't have a Madison Booker.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's what they're missing. They're missing that elite player offensively to get them over the other elite teams.
That's a fair assessment.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
Want to make sure
I could be wrong.
Okay. Cool. Appreciate that. Yeah, keep it rolling.
Vanderbilt, Oregon. I'm going Vandy.
I say Vandy, man. They tough. Vandy's tough.
Michaela Blake's Camille Pierre. That's all that needs to be said. Nothing else.
Shout out Deja, though.
Nothing else.
We're going to find out, though. I don't know if is Deja going to go meet RJ? It depends after this. What happened the next 2 hours? Or?
Chill out. She not coming to meet nobody.
I need Caleb to go to
they done
16
with
and Tucson.
They done with it. They shouldn't even have been in there.
Say they might have a they might be
a little
enjoying the tournament with
whoa,
us.
Whoa, fellas.
They might be enjoying the tournament with us.
Fellas. I did not know I came here to be disrespected.
Keep it moving. My fault. Shout out. Hey,
man.
Shout out Deja in that chat. Going home in the first round with a Tar Heels going to keep it basic. My bad. Keep it going.
Duke and Lehigh. 215 matchup. I think this is funny because they noted that this is the same matchup 15 years ago where Duke lost to Lehigh.
Hey, bro. If history repeats itself, I don't believe in sports.
I'm about to say something.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Something rigged. I ain't gonna lie. If Lehigh somehow win this, sports is rigged forever. I'm sorry. I can't take sports seriously no more because there's no way Lehigh beats Duke twice in the NCAA tournament. There ain't no CJ McCollum on that team.
I'm about to say if Lehigh beat Duke, this will turn into a reality TV show pod. That's
oh my god.
We'll find other things to talk about.
I'm telling bro, because
that's crazy.
If this game is even close, Duke fans gonna be sick. I'm telling you. I know you're not no Duke women's basketball fan because you be flipping.
I rock with Kara. I rock with Duke.
See how quick he was like, "Oh, I rock with Duke." Nah,
I can't support other teams.
They might not have been here earlier, but you said your squad was who?
I said my allegiance was with South Carolina.
All right, so stick to that.
I can't have other people I like. Reach strict, man. Anyways, moving on. Round of 32, regional 2. We got.
I say that with a Stanford hoodie on too.
Exactly. We got South Carolina, Indiana, South Carolina.
But what name is on the back? We know what name is on the back. You and your little chick.
It's the name of the back. It's the name of the back.
Your chick. She been traded like 2-3 times, right? That little Rambo been traded. Nah, that's your girl. I ain't talking about Cam. Come on, dog. Everybody like Cam Bree. But it's your girl.
Is there a name on the back for real?
No,
bro.
This is a play Stanford.
I was about to say, ML got you scouted like that?
Nah, bro. Yes, man.
I'm pretty sad I have this hoodie for a reason. I said I had this hoodie for a reason. I'm not a fan of Stanford as a whole. I was a fan of Baby Jones when she was at Stanford. That's what I was talking about when I was mad that Ole Miss cheated them out they win. But that's okay. We forgive and we forget. No, we don't. But that's okay.
Shout out Haley. She found a squad.
She's still in Atlanta, right? Yeah.
I'll be funny.
She had a good overseas season and everything.
It was all a dream.
Oh man. Next matchup. Alabama and Maryland. I got Maryland in this matchup, man. I just
see, I'm kind of
That's what I was like.
8 Mile. We back in Detroit.
I'm torn on this one because I don't know how healthy Maryland is going to be. But in terms of talent, I would go Maryland. Talent for talent, I would go Maryland. And I feel like that's what it comes down to in the round of 32.
Yeah, plus they got a little bit of experience on their side too.
Reek, who got that one? Who got the one bucket getter on both sides? That's all I need to know.
See, if Cheyenne Sellers is healthy, she's a dog. Yeah, it's her last season. I don't think she's going out sweet either. So I would say Cheyenne Sellers, but Sarah Ashley Barker is a bucket too. But I would say Cheyenne Sellers for Maryland because Kayleen Smichael has been really good for Maryland this year, but I don't think she has the experience in these kind of in this kind of setting. She was at Rutgers, so I would say Cheyenne Sellers for sure.
Okay.
Especially without Brittany Daniel.
Got it. Emma, did you say your pick for this one?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. West Virginia, North Carolina. I got North Carolina.
Yeah, give me the Hills.
Oh,
man.
you said West Virginia. Well, I was looking at the wrong thing. I was like, huh?
I'm about to say, because you ain't got West Virginia. You ain't got West Virginia advancing.
Wait, why you yelling at me like that's blasphemy?
I'm just saying, you ain't got West Virginia advancing.
I don't. I was looking at the Sweet 16. That's why I heard you say North Carolina. I was looking at the Sweet 16. That's North Carolina Duke. So I thought you was picking them over Duke.
Oh,
but yeah, I got North Carolina beating Columbia or Washington, whoever it is. I have North Carolina winning that.
Yeah.
And then
why no West Virginia there?
Hills.
Just because I wasn't there for that part.
I like JJ Quinterly. I just think either of those teams will have more offense. They'll have enough offense to beat them. And it's not at West Virginia. I think if it was at West Virginia, they would for sure have that. But since it's a neutral setting, I would go with Columbia or Washington.
Okay.
We went on
now again, I said I could be wrong. But
we took the
I
mean, Bryce, you said West Virginia as well, right?
Yeah, I took West Virginia.
We took the defense over what we feel like Washington and Columbia will be.
Which ain't normally what Bryce do, so.
I mean, it ain't like you to take buckets over defense either, though.
Exactly. Like, it's a lot of differences going on here, man. Like,
but see, I took multiple buckets.
You did.
Not just one. I took the totality of the team and elderly.
Wait, swear the Nets in a dog fight with the Celtics right now.
Anybody
We're
would
not
look
playing.
at
We're not here.
Let's carry on.
Vandy Duke.
Carry on.
Vandy and Duke. This will be an entertaining game. I'm going with Duke.
Go with Duke as well. I think Vandy will keep it close though. On the low. I think Vandy will keep it close. Maybe.
See, Duke is one of them teams like they can beat anybody. They can also lose to anybody.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
like they built on defense. And so
Yeah.
usually that carries in the tournament. But bro, if you got somebody who's a number one, which Vanderbilt has, and you hitting threes, that defense go out the window.
Yeah.
For
They got a
real.
number one and a number two. So they had two
Mhm.
players that scored. That
Man,
I
this
think
gonna be a good
between them, they
game.
averaged like 44.
If it wasn't in Raleigh Durham, that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
Let me just make this quick point. The NCAAW, what they realized when they started doing the host sites, and you know what, college football actually mimicked it
Yeah.
for this year for the playoff. What they do is one, you'll guarantee attendance, so making sure in terms of. But what it should do is ensure your best teams, because once again, this is entertainment at the end of the day. Your best teams get to advance.
Yeah.
All that like Cinderella shit is cool on like a Thursday, Friday, or Friday, Saturday when it comes to women. Fine for like a minute. That don't mean a hill of beans when it comes down to being able to see the best teams, best players. So I like how they fixed that up. But I will say, neutral site. Say this was
Makes this a lot different.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because it gives
would have a
Vandy the
much better
chance to
They
travel.
play this game in Atlanta or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Tennessee's
Vandy's
not
a
far.
couple years
Tennessee
away.
really ain't that far out. Like Tennessee really isn't that far.
Yeah.
So that's really not that far of a trip.
No.
And Vandy's in the actual SEC, like the I don't know what's that. It's in the men's tournament too, right? Or is it just the women's? Because Duke is in for the men, so like
both are
play
in.
a part.
Both teams
Okay.
are in. So
Okay.
I mean, but either because of Vandy, just because Duke
Right.
gained that is like with their seed. But that's really smart. I mean, how they've done it business wise. But yeah, I got Duke advancing it. Coach Carey looking, man. I'll tell you what. The last month though, they've been locked in. Early February though, it was a little shaky. I will say.
Yeah. That like even the game against NC State, like the beginning of the game, like we was texting about it. I was like, man, this is why I want to Notre Dame to win because like, what are they doing right now?
Yo,
and then they flip the switch.
Literally.
Shout out to Lucia Economo, but like, they just have so much talent. It's just who is the number one.
Yeah.
I feel like they still don't know that, and until you know that, it's gonna be hard to be one of the best teams in the country. Even though they're still a 2 seed, so they're still a top 10 team in the country. But you could be even better if you knew who it was because last year it looked like it might have been Reagan Richardson.
Yup.
And then there's some games where it's a Lucci, sometimes where it's Tiana Mayer. Like you just never really know who is going to be
it's
that
good,
player
though.
from time to time.
It's good to not have a clear number one. Sometimes if you all band together and do your job, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
So like if you all band together to do your job, let's say somebody can give me 10, somebody can give me another 10. You know what I'm saying? As long as everybody's doing what they doing, sometimes you'll be fine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes you can stall out. Like LSU, sometimes like they got all the bucket getters, but if they stall out, then it's clip. You're just stalling out. So if you been
the last 3 minutes, if you do, who you giving the ball to?
That is true. That's also the point.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean by banding together, bro. Like sometimes somebody got to drive and just make that kick. Like it's about trusting each other. Sometimes in March Madness, whoever trusts each other the most are the ones who gonna win. But like I said, women's is a little bit different because 9 times out of 10 they don't forget how to hoop like men do. So
that's a fact.
Once somebody's locked, somebody's locked. Like you're not.
Bro,
you can say
the games are different too. Though I feel like the offenses are different. So it's like
way different. Way
different. For sure.
Yeah, they understand the game at a different level. I feel like a lot of these college players on the men's side, they like athleticism, like just trying to brute force everything.
Yup.
On the women's side, you like, how can I outsmart this player in front of me to get something from my teammate or to get something from me? Like that's the difference. I feel like you
That's
can't
what Duke
use.
does well, though.
I can't jump over you, but I can go around you and open up the door for somebody else. So
positioning. Positioning is everything. Possessions are everything in a college game. Every possession matters, especially down the stretch. So I think Duke should be good. I think they should fare well. I feel like they'll be fine till
They got to slow down
65.
Michaela though, because she dropped 40, 50. She didn't
It's
drop
good,
50 a
but
couple times.
that's just one of the things though. You gotta live with too. Like, you know what I'm saying? It take that one player, like we said, I'm gonna keep saying it. Like I said, if that one player turn up and you just get hit with a Cinderella, bro, sometimes that just is what it is.
Yeah.
Like
Toby Fournier is gonna be huge in this game.
Yeah,
In
I
that
agree.
potential game. We don't know if it's happening for sure yet, but if that game happens, Toby Fournier might be the MVP of that game because she's gonna have to deal with Camille Pierre. And that's getting a lot. But that's two young players going at it, so I can't wait to see that if it does happen.
Gotcha. All right,
We got
moving on to
regional
regional 3. Round of 64.
oh,
Everybody
Lord.
got Texas.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's just.
Yeah.
I don't see what was that High Point and William and Mary.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't see a world where either of them stand a chance
Unless they
against
just
Texas.
lights out. We got Illinois Creighton.
I'm
I got
going Creighton.
Good game here, y'all.
What?
I'm gonna
I
tell you
agree.
why. I like Coach Shauna Green a lot. Everybody shout out Flyers. She came from Dayton. She's good people. And they also won the other thing with them, very good in one and done settings. They won the WBIT last year, also at Butler University. Shout out Indy. But Creighton, super skilled players. I got to see them twice up in person this year. Man, this game gonna be close. It's gonna be one of the more fun games. 8-9 games are always fun.
I agree.
But,
Oh, yeah.
But man, Creighton. I think Creighton has a pro. By the way, and I'm gonna just put that. I think I actually got a couple pros, but I don't want. I'm gonna chill on that for the moment. But give me Illinois.
Ooh,
Give me Illinois.
okay.
I'm not mad at that. I love Adalia McKenzie's game, so I wouldn't be mad if Illinois won. But Creighton has been one of those teams for the last couple of years. They made it to the Sweet 16, 2 years ago?
Yep.
I think 3 years ago at this point, I want to say. And almost all those players have been here this whole time. So this is their last run. I feel like they're going to try to do everything they can to get through. I think if they get through this game, they can give Texas an issue because they're able to shoot the ball at a high level. And Texas can't shoot that 3 ball at all. So that could be something interesting. But I got Creighton. Tennessee, South Florida.
Tennessee.
I got Tennessee. They've been struggling in the season, but I got Tennessee. I don't think South Florida has enough. Ohio State, Montana State. So we all got Ohio State.
Hold on a second.
Ohio
P,
State.
have you seen Tennessee play before?
Once in the gym, like I said, usually I be catching the women's games in the gym.
P,
but
watch them this first round. They have a most very unique way of hooping. Their coach has brought like a crazy style that like puts them in every game. Like, bro, they beat you. Bro, they beat UConn, but what was it, 15, Reed and Bryce? 15,
was
like
by
10, like it was up. I mean,
it
in
was
4
like
minutes.
9, 11
what
points, something like
what
that.
are they special in? Do they offensive rebound really well? Or are they good? Like,
I'll let Reed give the, go ahead.
They just have a crazy pace, really. Like they speed you up. They sped UConn up, made them look silly, honestly. Like Gino was pissed after the game because I mean he went off on AZ, he went off on Page, like he was talking crazy about that. And to be honest, they really didn't play well. They didn't shoot the ball well at all. They did seem flustered for a bit, much like the Notre Dame game a little bit. I think Tennessee's speed, athleticism, and pace kind of threw them off to start. And then by the time they were able to try to get it going, it was a little too late. And Tennessee was able to make another late push to close it out. But Tennessee is one of those teams, like, if that isn't working, it's hard for them to win those bigger games. So, like, against the South Florida, their style of play is going to work. Against a potential Ohio State matchup, I don't know if it'll work in that. Like, Jeloni Cambridge is fast as hell.
So they're extremely
and she loves playing that kind of game. Yeah, she likes Jeloni Cambridge likes playing that kind of style. So but Tennessee could cause some problems. Like legitimately could cause some problems if they're able to get past Ohio State in that second round.
They're like the National Amari Suns, pace wise.
Okay, so yeah, I was about to say,
but with more threes though. With more threes.
With more threes.
Yeah, Talasia Cooper's a problem too.
That's a problem then, especially in March Madness. Like a lot of teams in March Madness get lazy. Like they don't like to get back or something like that. And they hit in transition, that's demoralizing. Like as a hooper, that's real demoralizing if you hit in transition. So
Yeah.
I like that style of play. I would definitely tap.
But Ohio State, they're such a good half-court squad, and also another
Right.
good veteran team too. So
They press well,
that
too.
ain't gonna fly. Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be a press versus press for real. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't really see that in the women's side. Like, you see that sometimes on the men's side, and it's kind of nasty hoops. But on the women's side, I'd be interested to see what it would look like, because they both have very dynamic guards, Talia Cooper and
It's literally gonna be
Jelani
who has a
Cambridge,
better
even Cody
secondary
McMahon.
break.
Mm-hmm.
Really, that's really what it is.
That's all.
And they
it's
should
gonna
be pressing against it every day. So both teams should have good ones. So maybe they won't be able to do that. Like, you would assume that each team will be able to break the other's press, but
Mhm.
obviously every team has
I
different
got a
reasons
question
and
about
different
Tennessee.
ways that they do it. What's up?
So hypothetically them and Ohio State, obviously if they got both good secondary breaks, it's gonna come down like to who's better downhill. So who would be better, like a better downhill team, Tennessee or Ohio State?
Probably Tennessee. Talia Cooper is really good going downhill. Jewel Spears is a really good shooter, so you can kick it out to her. But Cody McMahon is a force.
Yes.
But there's a lot of times that she draws offensive fouls, so that'd be the problem.
Oh,
So
okay.
like, it's very like Alyssa Thomas-esque without the drawing of the offensive fouls too much, because they let Alyssa Thomas just throw people
That's a
around.
good shout.
They don't really let Cody McMahon do that.
Good shout.
But
Okay.
yeah, I think. But Jelani Cambridge, Jelani Cambridge isn't a great 3-point shooter, so her getting downhill is probably her best thing too. Besides,
I would
like,
say that could help
defense.
Tennessee out against a team like Ohio State did, especially if you can get downhill, crash everybody in, and you hit transition threes. They might have a good night. It takes a lot to have a good night like that, but you might have a chance.
Yeah.
So
And both teams are battle tested. That's the thing. Both teams have played. Like, Tennessee's played South Carolina, UConn, LSU, all those teams, and then in Texas, Oklahoma, while Ohio State has played UCLA, USC, Michigan. Like, they played the top teams in each of their conferences. So they're both battle tested. So that game would be one of the best games of the tournament, in my opinion.
I didn't mean to get sidetracked. Where was we
Are
at?
you good?
Who we on?
We got Michigan, and then
We're
either Iowa State or Princeton.
I'm gonna take Michigan.
I'm going with Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Solid Swords.
I want to take Iowa State because that's my dogs. I wrote about them early in the season, and they ain't really hold up to the end of the bargain. They're supposed to be like a top 15 team. They barely got into the tournament. Technically, not even in the tournament at this point. Princeton's a good team though, so Iowa State and Princeton's gonna be a good matchup. But Silas Swords is a hooper, man. I can't pick against them. I think she's ready for moments like this. Notre Dame. I'm assuming we all got Notre Dame.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Then we got Louisville, Nebraska.
Going Louisville.
I got Nebraska.
This game might
Got
get
Nebraska.
Unpopular opinion.
Okay.
Unpopular opinion.
ugly. Like, it might get ugly.
It really might. It
Like,
really
for
might.
real.
Yeah.
It really might. It really
I'll
might.
take Louisville though. I'll take Louisville.
I would like to see Louisville win just so we can see Haley versus. I'm assuming we all got TCU winning. I would love to see Haley play.
That's what I want to
Louisville.
see. That's what I want to see. That's what I'm rooting for. I'll pick that
But
just off the strength for that.
I can see Louisville like looking ahead and Nebraska getting them.
But
Nebraska
Louisville
is
been
a tough
hooping
team.
though. Louisville been hooping of late.
That is true.
And they got
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken, they got a late win over Duke.
Yeah.
Yeah. And February 20th, they beat Duke. And they didn't. I wouldn't say they necessarily played Notre Dame close, but they gave them a run for their money in the second game, at least, I would say. And then Duke got their gut back on them. But I mean, Louisville lost to. They played UCLA, they played Oklahoma, they played UConn, they played NC State, lost all those games, and then lost to Notre Dame, beat Duke, lost to Notre Dame again, lost to Duke again. So while Nebraska lost to Georgia Tech, lost to UCLA, lost to USC, beat Michigan State, lost to Ohio State, lost to Michigan, beat Maryland by 20, and then lost again to UCLA. So both of these teams have played some of the top teams and haven't fared the best, but weren't blown out of the gym like some of these other teams have been against some of these top teams. But that leaves us with what? We got Texas Creighton.
Yeah, round of 32. Going with Texas.
So I'm assuming everybody's got Texas, Ohio State, Tennessee.
I'm going to Ohio State.
Yo, I'm gonna go Tennessee. I swear to you, just based off of how y'all are talking about the pace, I'm gonna trust them to just out downhill Ohio State. That's what I would bank on.
Not bad.
But like I said, I haven't seen many Ohio State hoops. Ohio State could buckle down. You never know. I'm just gonna say whoever won the turnover battle and can get downhill is gonna win it.
Which is a huge key for Ohio State. Ohio State likes to win the turnover battle. Even when they had J.C. Sheldon and Celeste Taylor, that was a thing that they always looked at was the turnover battle. Like when they would play against Iowa, that's the thing that they would most try to do is like turn them over, try to frustrate Caitlin, things like that. So even now with Jelani Cambridge, that's still something that they try to do. So I'm gonna rock with Ohio State for that one. Michigan, Notre Dame.
Notre Dame, but I feel like this could be a
This is
game
a
where
good
I
one.
feel like this could be an ugly game. I feel like this could be a game where,
Man,
like, I don't know, like I don't have the utmost confidence with Notre Dame at the moment, and I feel like if they were to slip, it could be this early to a team like Michigan, who played USC tough in the Big Ten tournament. So I think they could play up to par with Notre Dame. Maybe not beat Notre Dame, but if Notre Dame slips, I won't be surprised if it's here against them.
I'm gonna take Notre Dame for, I guess, maybe a silly narrative. I'm just hoping they angry, bro, because the ACC tournament was a mess for them. So
Yeah.
I'm just hoping they're angry
really
and want
was.
to show the world. If you're gonna show the world something, you might as well do it against Michigan. So I'm gonna take Notre Dame.
Yeah.
man,
Michigan is
these
really
are two
good.
of my 4 favorite women's basketball coaches. KBA is legendary. Coach Ivy, you know how certain folks feel about sweatshirts and t-shirts. Coach Ivy's family for me. We could be real family if she's down. You know what I'm saying? But listen,
They say shoot.
and then the other one, well, all due respect, I mean, you know how I feel about Coach Mulkey. Not on the political stuff, but in terms of coaching, boy, she's an unbelievable motivator. And then obviously Dawn is Dawn, the queen, GOAT. But those other two are like I said, 2 of my 4 favorite coaches in women's basketball. Michigan has enough to win. It's just that where Michigan's good, Notre Dame's just better.
Yeah.
And in
Great.
both tournaments, guards win championships. And you know what? I'm gonna just put this out there. Whoever wins this game is going to the Final Four. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, we can write that down.
It's a pin out.
Shit, I'm writing it
Get
down
the clip.
too.
Yeah, get whoever wins
Hey,
this game going to the Final Four.
I made that face. Spoiler alert. I got Notre Dame in the national championship. So I don't know.
Freaking out. See what I'm saying? You see why he was being quiet? Right.
Based on what you were saying,
That's why I was like, hold on, let me.
Texas can't shoot threes. You know what I'm saying?
Whoever
So I'm
win
thinking
this
about
game, not to get too ahead of things, but we'll talk about it because go ahead.
I really made that face because of the Michigan part. I like Michigan. Olivia Olsen is really good as well.
Yes, 2 freshmen.
Jordan Hobbs, really good. I don't know if they have enough to get past Notre Dame right now. Next year, I might take Michigan because a lot of the talent for Notre Dame right now is going to be gone. Now, obviously, I'm assuming they're going to bring in some more players and things like that, but I don't know, man. Notre Dame just has a lot of talent, so I can't see them losing this game.
He's not wrong
Hypothetical
about
game
guard
because
play.
it's not there yet. But that guard play, that is the reason why I originally thought that they were going to be the toughest team in the tournament to beat is because of the guard play. If they're guards, and it's not just the 2, Sonia Citron counts as a guard too. And she might be the most efficient.
Oh, yeah.
And I've said this for years. She's the most
She almost had a 50,
underrated
40,
player
90
in
year
the country. The most underrated player in the country.
Mm-hmm.
When she plays well, this team does not lose.
A difference maker.
So I'm just gonna put that out there. He said Final Four. I got national championship. So I can't disagree with that at all. I'm assuming we got TCU over Nebraska.
Well, I got TCU over Louisville, but yeah.
Same. I got
TCU
TCU over
over
Louisville too.
Okay. So that gives us our Sweet 16. So
Yo.
we'll work on that next week once we get past the first weekend. Yeah, man. So
The fourth
let's
region.
just go ahead and talk about it then. I already said who won of my national championship picks. Who y'all got in the national championship?
Oh, we can skip in there.
But so we got Region 4 to go talk about.
Oh, we got Region 4. I'm tripping.
Yes.
But we know what
Reek,
the
I thought we was done.
before. We know what the
Reek,
I thought we was done.
Reek turning
My
the
fault. I thought we
page.
was
That man
done.
Reek was ready to go ahead and start talking Notre Dame propaganda.
No, it's different propaganda, but we're gonna get there.
Oh, if I'm thinking what I'm thinking, okay, I see what's going on. Then hey, let's go ahead and talk about it. We talk about it. We in the region. Let's go ahead and talk
We got
about
Region
it.
4. We good. We good. Region 4.
Region 4. Region 4.
USC. I'm assuming we all got USC.
Starting with USC.
We good. We got that. Cal, Mississippi State. Bruh. We got Cal and Mississippi State.
I got
Mississippi
Cal.
State.
I got Mississippi State a little bit more battle tested right now.
I think I've been going back and forth, but I'm gonna go with Mississippi State too.
All right, Kansas and Fairfield. I mean, not Kansas,
Right,
Kansas State.
Real quick, on the 8-9s.
He said nah.
Go ahead. No. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
He said.
You could Reek.
Oh no, I was just gonna say every 8 and 9 is nasty, bro.
It don't.
Yeah,
Right.
It really is.
I picked the 9 for 3 of these. I thought I went 9 all the way through, but
for folks that are just very consumed with the men's, you actually have to take a look at some of the 8-9s who can actually beat the 1 seeds. Let me tell you this right now. Ain't no 8 and 9 beating any of the ones. No, so it's like we picking this knowing that they're gonna lose, etc.
Right.
Listen,
it's like they getting lined up.
Right. This is the 12 o'clock. You go in the club, 12:15, the first drink for somebody. That's good. That's all right. Bro, you know you're not going home with them at 1:30, 1:45. You waiting for the 9 or 10 after those couple drinks. You know what I'm saying? That's what a 1 seed is.
Come on now.
We done. Real logic, but I'm with you.
You hear what I'm saying? Nah,
I'm mad. I'm old enough.
That's facts, though. That's facts, though.
And Pete, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Listen, I'm mad. I know exactly.
It's early, but you listen.
You gotta get some feelings out there, man. You gotta see what's going on with the
flirt with the 8 or 9s, but they are not beating any of the ones.
That's what I say. It's no disrespect.
You can't go on a 20-point run and start the game. You gotta just get a couple threes, just couple.
Right.
Get your rhythm right. Then you go on the 10 on run by yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Seal the game.
Kill shots. Exactly. Shout out
Come on now. Come on now.
Kill shots. You feel me? We give you straight analytics and give you real life situations here.
Come on now. Double entendres all day. Double entendres all day. Don't ask us how.
Talk to me. Go ahead. Kansas State. We good?
Kansas State and Fairfield.
I want to say Fairfield.
K-State, man.
I want to say Fairfield, but I like Kansas State too much. If this was a different 5 seed, I would pick Fairfield.
Yeah.
But Kansas State, like I said with Iowa State, Kansas State's been one of my teams for the last couple of years. This is kind of their last run too, so I got it with Kansas State here.
I would have liked K-State over Ole Miss. I don't think, or excuse me, I would have liked, I would have liked Fairfield over Ole Miss. I would not have gone. I think Alabama's very good as a 5, and I think Tennessee's good as a 5. But Kansas State's pretty solid. So
yeah, Fairfield is really good though. So because Kansas State has been inconsistent all season, so this is a game where Fairfield could go and get this. And if they play at Kentucky, that's not out of the realm of possibility either. Like Fairfield could find themselves in the Sweet 16. Like I know we say upsets don't happen a lot, but outside of Georgia Amore offensively, Clara Silva is good too. But like you're not looking at, or Clara Strack, sorry, you're not looking at Kentucky and be like, all right, they're just going to completely outscore us. Like I think Fairfield feels good in both of these matchups, or both of the potential matchups that they can have. So I'm gonna still go Kansas State, but
yeah,
don't be surprised.
I'm going with K-State as well.
Kentucky Liberty. I'm assuming everybody's got Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Liberty not bad.
They're not.
They're not. I'm telling you, I've looked at a lot of these and been like, nah, I ain't gonna do it.
I say it's like you want to choose the upsets. It's like you want to choose the upsets.
I did on this next one.
You picking Murray State over Iowa?
It's not.
Why
really
you saying
an
it like
upset,
Caitlin
though.
Clark on the team?
She's not, but I'm saying it. I'm saying like Lucy Olsen on the team.
I love me some Lucy Olsen. Loved her since Villanova. We not about to say that like she just big dog and shit.
I mean, but they still a tough squad. They gave
I don't disagree.
They beat USC this year. They gave
They did.
UCLA a run for
And
their
where
money.
were those games at? Where were those games at?
They were in Iowa.
Where's this game? Neither of those. It's not there. It don't matter where they playing at, but they're not playing there. That's all that matters.
All right.
I got Murray State. Caitlin Young, Holly Pook. I mean, they got two players that combined 40 points average. So I'm gonna go with them.
Can I give you a quick little stat?
What's that?
For P and I, who like monitor games and throw a little something on there. Even though we need to convince Reek definitely this month to get into sports betting, even though this boy got like more 50-11 fantasy teams. Yeah, but
word, man, make a parlay, Reek. Make a parlay. One parlay ain't gonna hurt you.
Matter of fact,
one parlay ain't gonna hurt you.
Let me give you a little quick stat. Yeah, exactly. What that code looking like for that bonus bet. Reek, this opened up at 11.5. Iowa was favored. Okay, it's already down to 9.5. For a line to move 2 points in any sport,
no cap. Reek, you would have made some bread.
So Reek, Reek, you may have missed out, but if you feel as though Murray State gonna come within 9 points, I would put a little something on it.
Put a little something on it.
Come on, that's lunch money.
A little something.
I have to do it. I have to do it.
Get your Starbucks done for a month.
Oh my god!
If only I actually drank Starbucks.
Pick drinks.
That's a waste of my money right there. Nah, but I might, because I think Prize Picks just got it's available in Maryland now, so I might get on that.
If you like it, Reek, man, this is the time to do it. 2 points. Somebody knows something.
Yeah, that's true.
Somebody definitely knows something. That does not happen.
Iowa doesn't. I don't think Iowa has the firepower not playing at Iowa to win a game like this. I could be wrong, but I'm gonna take Murray State in this because I feel like Murray State is gonna look at this as that kind of opportunity to be like, hey, why not? If we lose, but we go win that game. We just beat Iowa, and then you play Oklahoma. Oklahoma's a good team. They're not unbeatable.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying, some of these 3s, 5s, 6s, you get that first upset. There's no telling that you can't beat. Now, I'm not saying you beat Notre Dame or UConn, but some of these 2s and 3s, they're beatable. So, but I do got Oklahoma beating Florida Gulf Coast. I assume everyone else does as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I got Oklahoma beating Florida Gulf Coast.
Keep it moving.
Oklahoma State, South Dakota State.
Oklahoma State.
Yeah. My fault. I was coughing. I'm sorry, Bryce. That was karma. I was laughing at you and started coughing. That was karma.
I got South Dakota State.
All right, and then UConn and Arkansas State. I got Arkansas State. No, I'm fine. I got UConn.
Don't play at me.
UConn, man.
Get the damn UConn, man. I mean, you ain't got no damn.
The only thing I'm asking for UConn, low key, and Paige is just I need her to just keep her foot on the gas. Like I guess she likes to be a playmaker and she likes to do everything, but bro, you really need to turn up.
Be selfish.
Yeah, I need her to be a little selfish.
Damn, that was loud.
Yeah, and he right though. Sorry, sometimes she need to be a little selfish.
Be selfish, y'all. Like,
if ain't nobody else,
it's your time to shine. It's time for Paige to be Paige again. All right, remind all these folks that forgot about you that will put other people ahead of you. Who the hell you are again? Like you do every March.
Bryce, we ain't forget. We got
of course.
Each other on IG.
Of course, none of us forgot. None of us.
Never gonna forget.
None of us. All right. Moving on to round of 32.
Don't even say their name. You already know what it is.
USC.
Yeah, USC.
You already know what it is.
Got
Kansas
USC
State, Kentucky.
I'm picking Kentucky.
Kansas State.
Oh,
I'm picking
I like it.
Kentucky.
Nope.
I
Kentucky.
like it.
I do not.
I love Georgia A more. I love Georgia A more. But like I said, this is Kansas State's last run. I pick Kentucky though. I can't. Kansas State. Final choice, Kansas State.
Are you sure? You locking it in? It's your final answer.
I'm locking that in too, bro.
Yeah, I'm locking it in.
ML.
UK, man.
He said Kentucky.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
all
Murray
right.
State. Oh, y'all don't got Murray State. Iowa, Oklahoma for y'all. Murray State, Oklahoma for you.
I got Iowa. Upset alert. It gotta happen somewhere.
Going Oklahoma.
It gotta happen somewhere.
Oklahoma really good home team.
I feel like you think Iowa still got Caitlin on them. So.
No, I know good and well Iowa don't got Caitlin on.
You got a lot of faith in Hannah Stokey, is what you're telling me.
Just might.
There you go.
Like I said, I'm just trying to pick the upsets.
Man,
I'm
give me
thinking this is
Peyton
what I'm saying
Burroughs.
would
Give
be.
me Reagan Beers. Give me Oklahoma.
Okay.
Disrespecting Peyton Burroughs. You know we don't rock
Who
with that.
went with K-State?
P and Tariq.
P. Let me just say something quick for you, Doc. UK 14-2 at the crib.
That's cool.
I mean,
It's different.
Ain't Kansas State
Also-
19-1 when they got Lee on the court? They just
Kenny
need the
Brooks.
jail.
Come on now.
They
Come
just
on.
need the jail. And they be
Talk
all right.
I hear it. But let me
I
give
like
you
it. I
another
like
thing.
it. I like it. I
They be
like
okay.
it.
I think they gonna
Kenny
be okay.
Brooks.
I like it.
Kenny
I like
Brooks
it. I
is
like
an
it.
Outstanding coach. And
That's
just by a
cool.
little bit, Vitek couldn't get, you know what I'm saying? Another guy who's also made the Final Four. Bro, I ain't going against UK at the crib. I just was giving you some thoughts.
For sure.
That's all.
And that's well-deserved information. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like if Kansas State jail correctly, back how they should, I think they're going to be okay. And like I said, if March
Serena
Madness,
Sundell.
if you on the road, like let's say if you on the road and you hang in there and you stay within that striking distance, why not just win the game? The momentum could carry them to the dub.
I hear
That's
it.
That's it.
Serena
UK though,
Sundell.
And then we got Oklahoma State and UConn. Got UConn.
You said who?
Oklahoma State and UConn.
Oh, yeah, you picked Oklahoma State over South Dakota State. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I got UConn over South Dakota State. But I can't. I really hope that matchup happens. I love South Dakota State. I hope that matchup happens. I mean, we still won't win, but it'll be fun basketball.
Yeah.
All right, so
Alrighty.
now we have the Sweet
We
16.
got the Sweet 16.
Okay.
So Sweet 16 looking lit, man.
Yeah, I'm always surprised by how quickly the one seeds play like the other top seeds. I'm always surprised by that. I don't know why. I've been watching March Madness my whole life, and still when it gets to the Sweet 16, I'm like, damn, they start playing the really good teams quick.
Yeah.
Like, well, damn, they do got to get to the Elite Eight. They do got to get to the Final Four, so it makes sense.
You be watching the men's, bro.
I said it's weekend.
Yeah, that's really why. That's really why. Because it'd be like 11 versus 7. I'm like, what the fuck? How that even happen?
Yeah, you be watching the men's. Straight terrible hoops.
It's a fact.
But no, so we start Regional 1, UCLA versus Ole Miss. I'm going UCLA.
Hey, like I said, man.
Don't do it. 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 Don't do it.
I'll say, but it's a lot of towers over there. UCLA. It's a lot of big
Lauren bets.
Yeah.
Big Lauren bets. UCLA. Let's go.
All right. LSU, NC State. This will be a good one. I feel like it's going either way, but I'm picking LSU here.
It's really a battle of the guards, and then can NC State keep up with Anissa Morrow, basically?
It just depends.
Yeah, I'm gonna go LSU.
That answer will be no.
It depends if Big Four healthy though, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
They said her and Anissa are practicing, but they have you know Kim Mulkey. She not gonna tell us how healthy they are.
And State really good, man.
State is really
Yeah,
good.
I'm gonna go NC State.
Okay. Oh, so I could
I'm
see
gonna
that.
go off the
man.
assumption
Down the line
that
for
LSU is
either
gonna
way.
be healthy. honestly. So I'm just gonna take LSU. Like off the assumption that they're fully healthy, I would take LSU.
This oh my goodness.
But that's
If-
rough though. No,
This should be an Elite Eight matchup if we
Yeah.
keep it in.
should.
But
Yeah.
I mean, I still don't understand why LSU is not a 2, but don't get me
They
started
probably
on
was
that.
worried about the injuries.
Gotta be.
That's how
I
they
mean,
did, at least at McKinley or Virginia Tech last year. They were worried
Yeah,
about her
but
being
And
that-
that's
injured.
how they
was-
They
did.
had to
uh,
lie.
Whatchamacallit? That's how they did. What's the team name? Notre Dame a few years back.
Yeah. Like these
When Olivia got
coaches
hurt.
got to lie and say their team is healthy, and then once they get the season of it, all right, Olivia Miles out for the season. Like, bro, we do that. All right, Elizabeth Kelly tore her ACL. Like, I think we knew.
I mean, 2 of their 5 losses is to Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the safe pick here is NC State because you know what they are. You don't know what
That's true.
LSU is currently right now. So I'm gonna go NC State.
I think NC State's good. I mean, both teams have crazy firepower. That's the thing. Is like both teams have guards that can score at a high clip at an elite level. So it really comes down to just who's more comfortable in these moments. Flau'jae clearly has been comfortable in these moments. She's a national champion. Was great last year. Anissa Moreau was good last year. But you got a team that just came off from a Final Four, lost in the Big Ten or the ACC championship. I think they're gonna be pissed. I think they want to get back at least to the Elite Eight. They want to get that matchup with UCLA, see where they stand. I think they're gonna get LSU.
Yeah, not gonna lie. The more y'all talk about it, more I'm kind of leaning towards NC State in this one. Just seeing how
can't all
hungry
be
they
on it.
were in the ACC tournament.
I'm not
Isaiah
backtracking,
James
bro.
is on a different level.
I would have had.
Yeah, this first pick I'm changing. I'm going NC State.
Nah, you backtracking. Stay in business. LSU off rip. Flau'jae going crazy and making a diss track afterwards on me. You already know what it is.
Big Four, all right, man. Man, she's one of my favorites.
We cool.
Big Four, cool, but man, if she ain't healthy, bro,
It's gonna be tough sledding. I'm just gonna bank that they healthy. I'm just gonna bank that they win the boot for precaution. I hope. Because if they not healthy, bro, that's not even. I mean, that's not.
What a good game.
That's disappointing, man. Like I want to.
I mean, if they're not healthy,
yeah.
If they're not healthy, they might not even get past Florida State. So it would be Florida State, NC State again. NC State would get that. So
For sure. If I'm betting my money though, ML, I'm with you. I can say that.
Oh, man, that's a good shout too, Reed. Because Florida State got some scores.
yes,
Yeah.
So we'll know if LSU is healthy by the time they get to. We'll know
why
if
if we doing a bracket. I think we got to go NC State for this
For
a lot of ifs.
Yep. And then if we wrong, we wrong because
there it is. That's right.
So we got next week, obviously. All right, Regional 2, South Carolina versus Maryland. South Carolina.
Yeah, they too cold.
Yeah.
Just
Maryland had a better team a couple years ago and lost to them. So
100%. And I'm gonna just put that out there. I have actually Alabama beating Maryland.
Okay.
Yeah. So that'll be a SEC rematch.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. Though. Never mind. I'm gonna let it go.
The rematches are tricky, man. Like the team.
There's a lot of them.
There's so many of them, man. Because it's like it's hard to beat a team twice. It's hard to beat a team 3 times.
It's hard. It's hard. Like you really scouted at that point. It's really pure hoops. Like
it's like it's either you got this team number for real, or it's like they finally figured it out at this point.
So
yeah, and Alabama not doing that with South Carolina. So
no.
Unfortunately,
no.
South Carolina,
North Carolina, Duke,
and they roll.
North Carolina, Duke rivalry game. You know I'm going with the Cameron Crazies.
Yeah, you'll never hear me say Duke beating Carolina in my life, even when I know it's the inevitable. Give me the Hills. You're crazy. We might get kicked out my hood doing that.
Speaking of which, right now, belt to and Dayton right
PTA,
now.
You know what it is, Emil.
Yeah, I
Y'all was
can't
talking all
even hate
that.
watch. I can't even hate watch.
Yeah, I was talking all that ish. The West Virginia governor talking about a travesty of greatest proportions, talking about crazy. That was crazy.
These are words he ain't never used out there in West Virginia before.
Hubert,
That man checked it with T.I.
Just like what happened with Shaka. And anyways, let's keep moving. Duke's winning this game, unfortunately.
Yeah,
I hate the pick, but Karen Dawn gonna be fun, bro.
Oh yeah,
this is gonna be a different matchup. I know we've seen this one too.
They play each other this year.
Yeah. If not this year, they played a couple times over the last 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure Duke played.
But Duke was bringing
North Carolina's played South Carolina a couple times too.
Mm-hmm. Duke was bringing the night to a gunfight though. And those they didn't have their
South Carolina
like
played both Duke and North Carolina back to back
this year.
That's what I'm saying.
This year, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Tell you,
and
that's what I'm saying. There's rematches all over the place.
I'll say
and they see how them
9.
games went.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, they crewed up now. So
yeah. So we got Texas, Ohio State next.
Texas, Ohio State.
I got Texas.
Top of Region 3. I got Texas. And then
we got Notre Dame, TCU. Rematch again.
I'm going Notre Dame.
Going Notre Dame as well. They get back.
Yeah.
And then we got
Region
USC,
4.
Kansas State.
Well, I got USC, Kentucky. I'm picking USC though.
I got USC.
And then Iowa and UConn. Well, I got Iowa. Y'all got.
I got Oklahoma.
I
think they got Oklahoma too. I got UConn.
I got UConn as well. Another rematch.
So
all you dang on rematches, man. Lead 8.
There's a reason for the we wait until after we pick to talk about rematches.
Yeah, we can wait.
All right,
so we're able to talk about it in depth. We can try to fly through these so we can get more in depth when we get off of these, or once we get off the bracket itself.
Yeah. So all right, got Regional 1 Lead 8 matchup, UCLA and North Carolina State. I got UCLA. But I feel like this will be a tough game. It'll be a fun game to watch, obviously, with the 1 and 2 matchup.
We go for NC State. Got to bring that pace, man. They're gonna have to bring that pace against UCLA for real. You got to make them.
And they got it, but
the biggest run you have to. But
because they ain't got no answer for Lauren Best.
They don't.
No.
I would say you cannot get moused in the house. You cannot.
But as soon as you get that ball, it's damn near over with.
Yeah, UCLA,
it's damn near over with.
That's a tall task, bro. That's a tall task.
Literally.
Yeah.
All right, then we got South Carolina, Duke.
South Carolina,
man.
Texas, Notre Dame.
You see her in her interview?
Man,
y'all talk about it?
Earlier.
Yeah, we talked about it.
All right, just make it okay. I'll spare folks because
we can talk about that too though. Once we get through the bracket.
All right, Texas, Notre Dame.
I got Notre Dame.
My head wants to go Texas. My heart.
Texas ain't got enough scoring. Notre Dame already beat them once. Texas ain't got the scoring to keep up, in my opinion.
Weird situation they had.
Yeah, I'm going Notre Dame, bro. I'm going with my girls.
No, a game that should have been the Final Four. A game that should have been the Final Four. USC, UConn.
Here we go again.
Rematch.
I'm gonna go ahead and get mine off first.
Go ahead.
You already know you're not stopping Juju, but I feel like last time they played, the adjustments that were made can be carried into this game, and I think UConn can be successful from the jump this time instead of just a second half performance. I feel like they can be successful from the jump, so I'm gonna go with UConn in hopes that Juju don't go for 50. That's all I can say.
Who's going next? Because I got thoughts.
Look, man, y'all know how I feel about Juju and USC. But y'all also know how I feel about Paige and UConn. I think with this being Paige's senior season, AZ's senior season, I think they put on a master class and they advance. I just feel like they just got. I feel like they have. I want to say not the biggest chip, but one of the bigger chips on their shoulder heading into this tournament. Paige Becker's got something to say, and she gonna say it in this game. Love the Juju, but if I'm thinking, I'm just thinking about what's at stake here, and we know Paige plays her best in March, so I'm going Paige. Well, not Paige. I'm going UConn.
Task, boy. I'm
going
telling
You
you.
going last, I assume, Reek, because this I already know you going last. So we got 2 UConn guys. This one's tough.
Don't try to be different, huh?
He said, "Don't try to be different."
Listen. I have a feeling I'm gonna be on my lone wolf stuff here. I've seen this girl in person, and then obviously seeing. They played. Was it December 7th when they went to stores and they went to work? Because I was watching that instead of watching the maybe the week after, like 14th, maybe. Instead of watching Ohio State, Tennessee, and football. Kiki is the X factor in this, and that's all due respect to Miss Strong. Super good player, by the way. I was very impressed with her skill. Can go outside a little bit, but Kiki, you know what I'm saying? Listen, she's the difference maker here, and it's because Juju in the Elite Eight last year played very poorly. Okay. And a lot of that is because Gino he's incredible when it comes to one-off games, obviously. But now he's crewed up now too. Health-wise, there's no excuses. I'm very upset with the committee doing this.
Man, facts, bro.
Upset with the committee doing this. And I'm sure we're gonna cover it later. This was not great at all for the sport. And however, you do have to reward UCLA with the dominance of the year of what they did.
Yeah.
And also, if you win the Big Ten tournament, here's the thing. There's another thing right here. Women's basketball, another thing that they're doing right. And I'm sorry that I'm going on a tangent here specifically, but this is the game of the year, right? The women's basketball puts the high majors conference tournaments the week before. So therefore, the selection committee's not under the gun in terms of where they have a full week to really evaluate the body of work, but also to evaluate conference tournaments do mean more in women's basketball now.
Yeah.
Call it what it is. It just does. And that's how it should be. In fact, I mean, you got to reward that. You go in high school, bro, you had your little conference games, etc. But the tournaments matter. Like, bro, winning those mini tournaments during high school basketball, and the kids recognize that, right? And that hoop is hoop. So also another thing what women's does better than men's, they reward winning. And they rewarded UCLA and made sure UCLA didn't have to play UConn. And that's on USC a little bit. But at the same time, UCLA, what are their only 2 losses this year, Reed? USC. Shout out Lindsey Gottlieb, man. She going to get through. She getting over the hump this year, man.
Shout out Lindsey Gottlieb for sure.
I got
Shout out Lindsey Gottlieb.
Man.
But fuck no. That shit is not happening.
Oh,
you said Kiki
man.
Ariafen? That's cool. They got to get her the ball, and they're not going to because it's Juju, and Juju going to shoot that motherfucker. And you know what we going to do? Boxing won that motherfucker. Watch what UCLA did.
He did that. It was Iowa.
Reciprocate that
with Caitlin.
Come on. And run that shit again. Paige there, AZ there, Sarah there, Aubrey there, Jana there, Ashlyn there, KK there, everybody there. It's up. You know who didn't play in that December game?
Who?
AZ.
Yeah, Miss Fudd did not play.
Come on.
Listen, man.
And,
at the end of the day,
when we smacked SC, who was there? Oh, okay.
Listen, Reek. At the end of the day, look.
That's all I'm gonna say.
My pops.
At the end of the day, Juju gonna get hers, but they just gotta make it tough. That's all you gotta do. Just make it tough. You're not gonna stop her. Just make it tough. Make somebody else beat you, please. You gotta make somebody else beat you.
Let's see. I will say I love USC as a team. I love their young players. I
Yeah.
love Kenny Smith. Kenny Smith is going to be really good, like dangerously
freaking
good.
bucket.
They haven't been playing Kaylee Heckle. I hope they don't play her against us because we're going to win that shit if they don't. No disrespect to Malia Samuels. Kaylee Heckle is better right now at this moment, and I feel like we'll be better in the future than what Malia Samuels is now and what she will be in the future. Kaylee Heckle is a hooper. She played with Silas Swords and Kate Koval and was arguably the best player on that team. So I don't understand that. Avery Howe is a sniper. Don't let her get no open shots. She's going to make them.
Oh,
But you got to make them do that.
you do.
You got to make them do that and live with that. If they do it, and that's why you go home, shake their hand, we're going to the W with it. But that shit not happening.
Though, what you said about Notre Dame, you jumping the gun. Whoever win this game for me, winning the natty. I don't care.
Oh, I like it. It's not
That's
a bad
what I'm
take.
on.
It's not a bad take.
That's a good shout. That's a good
I like
shout
that.
because
And
you
that's
know
what
he
I'm
got. And also,
I like
I
that.
just remember. I already know what Reek's natty is. Oh yeah.
We want
Yeah.
our get backs.
Yeah. Because we already know what folks was doing.
We got 2
Losing
get
a
backs to
Muffet.
get.
Yeah. Shout out.
We
to
got
Rique.
2 get backs to get. Come on.
USC got
We're
to
gonna
get
start
back
with
to get
USC.
You, though. Don't forget.
Get them
USC
out of
gotta
here.
USC
They
can
do.
get their get back.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. They got theirs in the
I'm about
regular
to say
season.
they win
can
this
have
game.
that
They get a
shit.
shot at UCLA.
That's cool. We ain't worried about that shit. We don't want to see game 4.
I think they can get them.
We want to see UConn, UCLA. We want to see
They
UConn,
can.
UCLA. We want to get our get back again. Y'all don't even understand. I'm talking about get back against USC. Get that. Get our get back against UCLA from last year. Get that. And then get our get back in the national championship against Notre Dame. Get that. And then we win that shit. Who's cemented? Paige. Stop playing with her name.
We're gonna see. Pressure's on.
Storylines. I love it. I love the storylines. I love the
Pressure's on.
storylines. I love the
If
storylines.
she don't get 6 wins, bro, she can't go up there in the.
She already up there. She is. She's literally already up in the rafters.
I'm about to say
talking-
she
bro.
got her jersey retired on
Y'all-
senior night.
Bro, UConn retired jerseys like the Celtics. They gonna have to start wearing.
No. They retire your jersey. They retire your jersey. They retire your jersey.
But
if
no,
you win
she
it.
got her jersey retired on senior night. That's ill.
You get your jersey retired.
We're 97. Some Nick Bosa type shit. That ain't gonna be running out of jerseys up there.
We good. You get your jersey retired if you win a National Player of the Year or you win a championship. She won a National Player of the Year. When?
Freshman season.
Her freshman season.
And then lost in Natty.
Okay.
Well, I my fault. I didn't mean to say it like that.
She didn't lose in Natty her freshman season.
Not her
She lost
first
the Final Four.
Yeah, but they did lose in Natty.
When?
She led them to the Natty.
They lost
The
in
South
Natty.
Carolina,
South
the
Carolina.
sophomore, the sophomore year.
Yeah,
That was a
sophomore year was
PTA.
their second season.
Lord have
Yeah.
mercy.
But that was the year that she had got hurt twice that year.
was
she
that
got
the
hurt
Louis
against Notre
Vuitton
Dame.
jacket day?
Yes.
Probably so.
Vuitton? Was that the
Louis Vuitton Don.
Yeah.
The
Because that was still
varsity jacket,
Destiny.
Louis
That was
Vuitton?
Aaliyah. That was Zaya. That was
The
Bree
freshies.
Bills. That was
Yup.
all of
Come
them.
on,
That's
dog.
their chip.
Yeah. That
You
was
know
their
what?
junior year.
I don't hate to say this, bro,
Because
but
they
since we on there,
Stanford beat them
'cause-
the year before.
Yep. Paige may be a little closer to Skylar, the SDS, man. I hate to say that. No disrespect. I'm just. You don't get a natty home. Give me very Skylar vibes. Good enough to get there. But it's not over
Skylar
the top.
vibes.
Just give me Skylar vibes. Listen, that's why
That's why I wanted to get it
Rique the
done.
best of me. We've had this discussion before because I seen Rique do it. I've seen her lift a trophy for Muffet, man. That and
See,
my wife.
this is why we need to get that back because we're going to stop talking about that shit.
I'm just saying that, man.
Tired of hearing about that.
I'm about to say that
We
has
got-
been brought up. That has been brought up like
We got
twice already in the
25
program.
chips.
Bro.
We got 25 chips. I keep hearing about Enrique this, Enrique that.
Man, you
We
know
got
what?
25 chips.
Now I got you because you know I'm on the pod and I know you how you talk to your boy. You know what you say to Bryce? How many of those chips have you won since you've been alive? I've heard
lot.
you say this.
A lot.
What you say to Bryce?
They won a lot in
A lot.
I'm talking about since you've been.
When Sue and DT started winning, I was alive.
Was you watching though?
No, that's not what he said. You said,
Was you watching though? No, because that's what you always follow up with. That's what you always follow up with. That's what you always follow up with.
Exactly.
When I talk about my Yankees, you be like, "Whoa,
Right.
was you watching the 09?
No.
Was you watching? Was you watching the 2000?
not the same.
I'm not
It's
here
Did
to
not
you
the
see
say
same.
Paulo
that.
Neal?
I'm not-
Did you see
It's not the
Paulo
same.
Neal?
Was you watching?
That's not the same. That's not the
Bernie
same.
Williams.
They
It's not
really
the
the
same.
Cowboys for real.
Did you
Nobody
really
talking
just
about
know
this.
this?
Thank you.
Did you
Thank
really
you. The
just
Yankees
know
are
this,
the
Reed?
Cowboys.
Nah, but so is UConn
No.
Huskies. That's what they turned it into.
Whoa,
Yeah,
whoa,
yeah.
whoa,
Let's keep it a buck. You, Diana, how long Diana been in the W? She just retired.
Oh
20 years?
hell no, we're not gonna do that.
We are.
We had Maya, we had Tina Charles, we had Stewie and them.
Again, my point, sir. This is my point. Stewie's been in the W for what? 6 years? 5 years?
Something like that. She got
She won
drafted in
4 in a
what,
row.
16,
So-
17?
That was our last most outstanding player.
And if I'm not mistaken, the last time y'all won a natty.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So you've gotten a high school diploma and a college degree since y'all have won a natty?
I ain't got no college degree, but that's okay.
You
But I mean,
I was in 8 years of
if I had-
schooling.
but ML, it's
If I had-
because they've been to the Final Four. They like, you know what I'm saying?
National championship.
Exactly.
Cowboys ain't been nowhere.
Skylar vibes. It's cool.
That's why you
That's-
can't put the
what
Cowboys in the conversation with the Yankees.
And bro, stop.
That's
Yes,
another
you can.
thing.
They
No, you
just finally
can't.
got
No,
back
you
to a World
can't.
Series.
Yankees were in the
Just
World
got
Series
back.
last year.
And they got
Just got
smoked.
back.
Yankees were in the World Series last year.
Which they
Got
They got
cooked.
smoked.
we will.
Cool.
I will,
Okay, they were there.
I will be back in 2 weeks
Barely
when
was
we
there.
get ready to watch one of the best games
They showed up.
of
They
sports
got
for the
bus.
year. But we got to keep it moving, Reek. But you won't notice, bro. With all due respect.
You won't
With
notice.
all
crazy,
due
bro.
respect.
Hey,
I know you
the
want all
jersey
the
will be
smoke.
on for the next 4 weeks. Just know that. We ready. We've been here for this. We are here.
I grew
none
up
of
during
that.
I grew up during Candace, the Meeks. I know what championship superstars look like in my teenage years, bro. I don't know if you have that. Look, all due respect. for your
Oh,
squad.
we on page neck.
I've seen a lot of championships in my lifetime. I don't know about y'all. I done seen D Wade win hella chips. I done seen Candace win hella chips. I done seen her win hella chips. Y'all gonna stop playing with me, bro. That's
When was D Wade's last
my
chip?
team's winning. 2013. Why are we acting like I ain't seen these?
And Stewie's last chip was with.
Get out the hoodie, man.
Play with me, bro. He retired like 6 years ago. Why are we acting like bro still playing?
I also wore a headband today, but out of solidarity, I wore the hoodie because I knew where I was gonna go.
Nah, that's crazy.
The page
Now he hating on D Wade and shit. That's crazy.
No hate, bro. I'm just saying, bro. I mean,
He retired 6 years ago. When else was he supposed to win a chip?
I guess he's saying like, I don't know.
Like, 2010 we had a chance. But
Wrong.
Watch.
2020.
whole team got hurt. He was playing Justice Winslow at the 5. We supposed to win that shit? Thank you.
Yeah.
Justice Winslow playing at the 5 got Bismack Biyombo paid. What we talking about?
we had a.
That's a nasty sentence.
Bryce, we had a complete series of snowfall. All in between. That's the. UConn hadn't won a natty in between that whole time. Let's put that out there.
This is crazy.
And they starting on the reboot.
Hey, bro. See what's crazy is Michigan just started winning in football again, and now niggas talking crazy.
But I was alive. What? Charles Woodson won a Heisman. I was 14 years old, baby.
That's a Heisman. That's not a chip. That's a Heisman. Not a chip.
97 chip. 97 chip.
That's a long. I wasn't even born yet. That's a long ass time ago.
That's what I'm talking about. This is when the Geno era started.
Ask my kids. They say I'm old, so that's a long ass time ago.
You can't do that, bro. Michigan just
Listen,
won.
I thought you was
It's
but
still
after
fresh.
we just won again.
And then they beat Ohio State this year. They turned
Again, 4
They
straight
turned.
times.
Chill though. Ohio State got that natty though. Chill.
But at least
That's fine.
At least UConn won another Big East and beat Creighton. That's all that matters, I guess.
Hey, what Butler do?
Chill.
But listen, we are rebuilding. And I have news about about my employer situation. Yes, you did. Thank you, sir. We'll talk later. Announcements will be made.
Look,
Announcements will be made.
let's get to these Final Fours and then we
Y'all
can chop it up.
funny, man. Y'all funny.
Final Four, I got UCLA, UConn. I got UConn winning that.
Hold on.
Damn. Hold on.
We gotta
What?
get the, we ain't get the South Carolina Duke.
We already
yet.
know what you on. We already know your
We said
whole
South
score.
Carolina over
Yeah, we
Duke.
knew your stuff as soon as you started talking.
We know your whole
No, we
score.
said South
carry
Carolina
on
over
with our
Duke.
bracket.
South Carolina Duke. All right, Texas.
Nah,
Notre
but we
Dame.
didn't go Notre Dame, Texas.
Texas.
Is
Notre
all,
Yeah,
Dame.
we
do
did
all of
go.
us have Notre Dame?
Notre Dame.
Yeah,
Notre Dame. All right. Yeah. Cool.
I thought we all said that. I thought we
I
went
didn't
to
hear
we went to
everybody.
USC
Okay,
UConn last because
Okay.
that was the fourth one. I
You're
thought
probably right.
I
You're
could be
probably
wrong.
right. I don't know. Anyways, well, UCLA and UConn. I got UConn here.
Yeah, me too.
Man, don't make me put the jersey on right now. I'll do this shit.
Put the jersey.
I
on.
tried to be unbiased, but then
Put
niggas
the
came here
jersey
talking
on.
crazy. I ain't gonna do
No,
it.
bring the bias
I'ma
out.
save
Come
it.
on. Come
I'ma
on. Stay
save it.
on
I'ma
10.
save
Stay
it.
on minutes. Stay on minutes.
Stop, Bryce. You backtracked me earlier. I will not forget that. I will not forget that. I swear to God, I will.
All right, so does everybody got UConn in that, or anybody got
I do
UCLA?
not. UCLA
Oh,
will
well, you
be
got
in the
UCLA.
national championship. Mhm.
Oh, I can't even be mad at that because I've been.
But I got
I've
them
been-
beat USC, and that's only because I saw what happened in Indianapolis a week ago. And once they I think they just needed to get over that hump of like, yo, can we actually get them? They know how to guard them, and they're gonna be in Tampa, which is wild though, right? We're gonna have
It
a
is
Big
for
Ten.
them to have to go all the
We
way
have
from there.
2 California teams who just played in Indianapolis last week,
Yeah,
playing in Florida, who happen to be in the Big Ten. That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's college sports for you right now. But
it really is.
I got UCLA.
All right, and
Okay.
the South Carolina Notre Dame. I got South Carolina.
I got Notre Dame.
Yeah,
Guards.
no cap, South Carolina. I'm not going. They're too tough.
They don't got enough scoring.
They got the coaching.
That's cool.
They got the
That shit can
coaching
only
to
take you
figure
so
this out.
far. You got to make shots.
But they got to
They
figure
different
this
this
out.
year, bro.
Honestly, they
Name me 3 shot makers.
You got Chloe Cook second
I'm
make
not gonna
shots.
lie, like
You got Joyce Edwards second get busy.
I said
You
shot
got-
makers.
we got to see what
You
Notre
know what
Dame
I
Chloe
mean
does.
when
Kidd
I say
second make
shot
shots.
makers.
We gotta
Chloe
see what
Kidd
Notre
make
Dame
No,
shots.
that's not what I mean.
They just
Joyce
You know what I
Edwards
mean when I
gets
say
busy.
shot makers.
Malaysia Fort Wilder can get busy.
I said shot
I'm
makers.
just not gonna play around with South Carolina, bro. I'm just not gonna do it.
See,
I
I
already got
typically
them
am like,
losing in the
damn, it's
Natty.
gonna be South Carolina, but
That's it.
they not the same this year offensively. They're just not. They don't got that one.
No, I'll get
Hold
that.
on, bro.
I feel that.
Hold
need
on.
that in the clutch.
Hold on. I like a redo of what they. I got USC and Notre Dame in the national championship. Yeah, I'm taking UCLA out of it. I thought that I went back and looked at. I wanted to look at something real quick. There was just a quick little thing. Yeah, I got USC and Notre Dame in the Natty.
Juju versus Hannah
I need it.
for the
I
title.
wouldn't be mad for it. I would not be mad at it.
Off.
I would not be mad.
Off, boy.
That's what I want to
not
see.
be mad. I would not be mad.
Yeah, I'm changing
Bruh,
it too because I'm doing it right now.
y'all
I'm
losing
changing
sight
it.
of the plot, man. Juju still got time for this. Let Paige
Yeah,
go out.
That's
with
what I'm
the
saying.
love.
Paige got it.
That's not how it works always, though.
That's not
That's
how
not
it
how
works.
it works.
It ain't.
It will
Not
this
how it
year.
always works.
It ain't
Fuck
always
y'all
how
talking
it work.
about?
It ain't always how it work.
Right,
It is this year though.
I'm gonna tell you why.
She got to wait her turn.
Your girl
You got no
in
choice.
Chicago with the podcast, she did that her junior year
Right.
with Caitlin. Sometimes it's just sometimes it's your time. You know what? Paige got to earn that.
She will.
She got to be aggressive. That's if she
Yeah.
she got to be aggressive, bro. I can't.
I got one game for y'all to go watch after this. Paige Beckers versus NC State. Type it in on YouTube. Watch it. And then come back to me. Let me know how y'all feel about y'all pick then.
What's y'all? You know I'm right there with you. What you
No, so I still got UConn. Well,
This
Yeah, I
nigga
got
Reek done
UConn.
turned against the whole world. I'm with him. He's still not rocking with me. He acting like Cena.
Said he turned heel on him.
He acting like he seen him, man.
Ah!
Don't do this, Reek. I'm already mad at him. Don't make me mad at you, bro.
All right, so who's everybody's national championship picks?
Natty, we got a 2022 rematch between UConn and South Carolina.
Oh, you want to see that BTA again? That's crazy.
No, I want to see them girls get their get back.
Oh, now you want to see them girls get their get back, but when the game happened, I'm a neutral bystander. I'm a neutral bystander.
I'm
know I like
I had to
both
talk
teams.
objectively about the game.
Nah.
Listen, I'm saying this right now. I'm saying they gonna remember how they got that ass cut at the crib. They gonna remember, and they gonna come out and get the job done. Because they remember how it felt to lose as bad as they did at the crib.
Yeah.
So does UConn.
UConn remember how bad it was to get beat undermanned for a couple years. So that's why they came out and performed the way they did in
and they
CLA.
do that shit again. But to Notre Dame this time.
Nah, I'm thinking it's a South Carolina repeat, man.
I don't think it's foolish to say that at all. But I mean, I'm like I said, bro. Whoever win that USC UConn game, bro, that's who I got winning in that, regardless of who come out of that game. That's just as simple as I can put it. Notre Dame, like they're good, but we've seen they lows.
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
If they dip back into them lows, and bro, it's just not it. Like it's just not.
Sometimes Hannah be doing too much.
Yeah.
Right.
And the perfect team to do too much against is the UConn.
That's my problem with the guards sometimes, ML. Like you say, you gotta have elite guards. Sometimes the elite guards can take you out the game quick. I mean, as you know, I'm a North Carolina fan. I seen it with RJ and Caleb for years.
Yeah.
So like, it can take you out of a game, but it can also advance you. Stop, Bryce. Don't ever agree with me when it comes to my heels again.
Right. He was emphatic on that. Yeah.
I'm not with you.
Yeah.
Like they ain't have Coach K sick.
Caleb. I remember great.
All right.
Had Coach K sick.
Relax.
Glazing rim grade.
Had that boy sick.
Tired of that.
I'm only doing one bracket, bro.
Relax.
I ain't doing multiple.
I remember where I was at, bro. I told my boys I did not want to go out that night. They insisted on me coming out anyway. I was like,
glad you went out.
I was like, all right, I might as well go out and watch the game. You know, it'd be fun to watch March Madness at the bar. It was not fun.
I ain't gonna lie.
As soon as that game turned off, I threw my jacket on. I could not be seen with my Duke shirt on. I was not because if somebody would say something to me,
ashamed is crazy.
I would have got kicked out the bar. Somebody said something. If somebody said something slick, I would have been kicked out.
You know how they say that was fans' game 7? That was mine. I didn't care about the Natty at that point. I was so happy, thrilled.
You see what North Carolina fans celebrate?
Stop. We got more chips.
Not a Natty.
You would have done the same thing.
No,
you would have done the same thing.
No.
Stop the kid.
Stop.
No.
Duke wouldn't be.
If y'all beat Roy Williams in the Final Four his last season, y'all would have been doing the same thing.
I wouldn't have been holding it like it's a chip.
God.
Bro, listen, it's because he's not from North Carolina. He don't know about it for real.
Okay, but people that don't know, hold on. No. I do know about it for real. By the way, of South Carolina, because, bro, South Carolina and Clemson is a football rivalry. Everybody, when it comes to basketball,
BS. Don't come over here to my state trying to run my rivalry.
Listen.
Listen.
I'm telling you how it works down here. The way the camera it works perfectly because you know North Carolina, South Carolina. So the way it works down here in South Carolina, if you a Hoop fan, you like Duke or North Carolina. Like that's how it was. Like for real. Like
Kentucky.
Look at Reek from South Carolina.
You got Kentucky. You got some people that like Florida back in the day. You got some people that like. I'm trying to think of another big powerhouse back in the day.
So it sounds like to me, South Carolina just
Kansas.
You know what I'm saying?
Be anything because it's South
really
Carolina.
Depends on where your parents from. I'm gonna say South Carolina. Really depends on where your parents from or who's hot at the time. You know what I'm saying?
Where your parents from, Bryce?
My dad from New York. You see it on the hat. Come on now.
Be a Seton Hall fan or something.
Hell no. Hell no. But shout out to St. John's though.
Bryce.
I knew Tariq was gonna get mad. As soon as I said
that, bro.
Shout out my Johnnies, man.
All right, ML, who was your natty? Who was your natty pick?
USC over Notre Dame, and
Notre
then
Dame.
then I gotta make a quick trip to South Bend to console. You know what I'm saying? Make sure everything's everything.
Oh my goodness. All right. So we've all got our natty picks out of the way.
Yeah.
Is there anything that y'all wanted to talk about for the next 10 minutes? There was some Don comments that we didn't really get to talk about with everyone else on here.
Yeah.
There was some seeding comments that we didn't really get to see or talk about. My comments was I can see where Don is coming from.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you got BTA by two of the top teams in the country. So it's hard to say you should have been number one overall.
Yeah.
UCLA looked like the best team in the country for about 97% of the season. They only lost to one team. They got that win back. South Carolina got their respect for the Texas win in the championship game. So UCLA had to get their respect for the USC win, considering they lost to them twice. If anything, the fourth number one team should have been Texas, because Texas did lose to Notre Dame. Texas lost twice to South Carolina. South Carolina had lost to UCLA, who had lost twice to USC, but beat USC once. So if you look at that, I said it should have been UCLA, USC, South Carolina, Texas.
Yep.
As the number ones.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree with that as well.
And South Carolina still would have felt slighted, but that's okay.
And yeah, like I said to my fault, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Don.
Yeah. So as Dawn mentioned, like I said earlier in the show, as Dawn mentioned, she said how if done correctly, our schedule produces the number one overall seed. Well, you didn't do it correctly. Lost to UCLA, lost to UConn.
UConn at home, by the way.
Yeah, and
neither of those
blowout
games
victories.
Neither
blowout losses.
So they won their conference tournament, right?
They won their conference tournament. They
number
beat
one
Texas.
seed off rip.
Yeah, they are a number one, but they're not.
They are a number one seed, but
the
number one overall seed is what they were upset about.
Yeah, they were mad they weren't the number one overall.
Yeah,
so they had the highest strength of schedule, and they won their conference tournament.
Yes,
I think. Yeah. I mean,
you can't get BTA by one of the other number one seeds, though.
But what they did,
and the number
that's
two.
the problem. They lost to the other one, the overall number one seed, and then also Reek and Bryce. South Carolina may have not even been in that game if it was different circumstances. On a coin flip is why they were the one seed.
That is true.
On the coin flip, Texas.
It was a coin flip that got them the home court advantage.
Texas and South Carolina,
because they had the same exact record.
They shared the
same conference record. Everything was the same, and they coin flip. South Carolina won the coin flip. So in all actuality, you want a coin flip to get the number one seed in your conference tournament. You really shouldn't be that mad that you're not the number one overall seed, because if you look at it, they still got the easiest bracket.
Yeah,
if you look at it from their 2 seed is the easiest 2 seed
by far,
and the easiest probably the easiest 3 seed. Like, they feel good about every team they play. USC cannot say the same. UCLA cannot say the same. And Texas cannot say the same.
Mm-hmm.
So while you still got a favorable bracket, all while not being the number one overall, which is okay. Like, at the end of the day, it really don't matter. I think they're just trying to use it for their team's motivation, even though Dawn said she wasn't going to use it as motivation, but clearly you were going to use it as motivation, which is fine. If you're a coach, use it as motivation. Go ahead. I would do the same thing if it was my team. If my team, they said, "Hey, y'all not this," but I'm gonna tell the team that, and we're gonna use that. But my only thing was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do a tough strength of schedule, or maybe I shouldn't do a tough non-conference schedule. Then that's just being selfish at that point. Like, if you're gonna play the top games, there's a chance that you lose. If you lose, it hurts. It still gives you a good thing to bounce off. Like, you're still up there. You're still gonna be a 1 seed, but you can't be the number one overall seed. if the team that you're going against you lost to, and the team that's below you, that's not far below you, beat you pretty handily at your crib. You just can't. You can't do that. In the games that they lost to you, when they lost, they didn't look good at all. And both of those teams were high scoring teams. The team, like when they lost to Texas because Texas was just a better defensive, like they had a better defense that day. UCLA and UConn just looked flat out better than them offensively. And USC, like South Carolina just couldn't match up. They couldn't keep up. Who's to say that don't happen again? That's my thing. I'm not no South Carolina hater, but and look, one of my favorite players is on 18. I'm rooting for Tina no matter what. But I can't sit here and say like, oh yeah, they definitely should have been number one overall because now if they had beat both of those teams and lost to Texas once, for sure, number one overall seed. Or if they would have at least played UConn close because the UCLA game happened early, so you're not gonna hold that against them if they don't also lose to UConn. But you lost that game in a blowout, and you lost to UConn in a blowout. Both of those games look really bad. Both of those games were on national television too, so it makes it look even worse.
For sure.
Yeah.
I do believe. I mean, I guess we're all gonna pick it. I mean, I feel like we should pick a game of the tournament. I mean, I feel like we all gonna say UConn, USC, but I feel like maybe if I had another game that's not that, I would be ready to watch. Like you said earlier, the Tennessee and Ohio State game. I'm very excited for that just because that sounds like my bread of basketball. Up tempo, a lot of defense, some shot making. I can't wait to watch that.
Yeah. There's some potential first weekend games that I would really like to see. Like Kansas State, Kentucky, I think could be really good.
Yeah.
Florida State, LSU could be really good.
That's definitely got marked.
Maryland, Alabama, Duke, Vandy, I think is a sleeper game of the tournament.
Very.
Notre Dame, Michigan too. Michigan is really good. Like they really are really good.
Notre Dame, Michigan.
I think
for sure.
I think Michigan is where Duke was a year ago. I think they're a year early.
Okay. Yeah.
I think Duke is really damn good. Like I feel like they feel really good if they didn't have to go against South Carolina. Like that's really what it comes down to. Like, and
that's why they can't be.
We mentioned
mad,
it's good to have multiple scorers,
Mm.
but I just feel like you need to have one that you feel like is the one. Like last tournament, it felt like Reagan Richardson was going to be the go-to coming into the season. But as you've seen, like Toby Fournier was their leading scorer, but I wouldn't say she's their number one option. I wouldn't say they're coming down every time they come down the court and looking for her to get the ball. Like it's a balanced offense. I just don't know how far a balanced offense can take you. And I guess Duke and South Carolina are the ones that'll to be the testing prods for that. Just because both of their teams do that and they play defense at a high level and then have a balanced offense balanced offense scoring wise. But yeah, those would be the games that I would look forward to. I think Columbia and Washington is going to be a really good game too, as a first four matchup. Illinois, Creighton, Kansas State, Fairfield, Oklahoma State, South Dakota State, and Iowa, Murray State as well. And some are like hypotheticals. We don't know for sure. No, I'm just saying some of them are hypothetical, so we don't know for sure if we get those matchups.
Yeah, I'm on more of the hypothetical side of things. I want to see. I do want to see the USC and UConn rematch. Just anytime Juju and Pedro on the floor at the same time calls for good basketball. Two of my favorite players of the nation. Two of my favorite players of the sport. So definitely be good to see them go at it. As far as first round matchups or second round matchups, got FSU and LSU. We'll like to see how Harvard fares in this game. I mean, not game in this first weekend. Potential Duke against Vanderbilt. One of y'all mentioned. Really want to see Louisville as TCU just to see how Haley Van Lith plays against Louisville, because I mean we saw last year
She's gonna cook.
how she was waiting for that matchup and she was like, "Oh, they gonna get their ass bust," and they lost. And so
what I'm
maybe
seeing
she get the
is
chance to beat
selection
them this year.
Selection committee is pet because they did this 2 years.
Yeah, we knew that. They did that once again.
Petty is it.
They try to manufacture the matches for the ratings.
As they should.
As they should for
real.
real.
Not
We
mad
want to
at.
see rivalry. We want to see competition. We want to see.
Yeah.
So
we want to see the pettiness. We want to see drama, storylines, all that.
But yeah, I also want to see what upsets happen, if there are any upsets that happened in the first couple of rounds this weekend.
Kansas State.
So that's what I'm looking forward to.
That's
But
my little dark horse right there.
Yeah.
Or Ole Miss is my dark horse as well, but
not mad at either of those.
Shoot. Shout out to my National Player of the Year, Juju. You feel me?
Shout out Juju Watkins, man.
Yeah, Hannah really mattered. She low-key fumbled that shit.
It was hers for a good part of the season. I ain't gonna cap.
Because up until February 17th, that shit was hers.
Yep.
And then that 3-week stretch just kind of passed that shit right to Juju.
Yeah.
The UCLA games really were the ones that got it for Juju. Honestly.
Yeah.
I still think it's a conversation. I think they might split it.
Yeah, I don't think it's
5
decisive.
different National Player of the Year awards given out. I think like 2 go to Hannah, 2 go to Juju, and then whoever gets the 5th one gets the 5th one. But I think they'll both get at least a National Player of the Year award. I'd be surprised if it just went unanimously to one person. Because that shit was close all year. And even Lauren Betts was in the discussion up until they lost both games to USC. But,
for sure.
Yeah.
That's what I like to hear. Thank y'all for inviting me on. You know that.
Of course, man.
Appreciate y'all for jumping on for sure.
Listen, man, thank y'all for tuning into another episode. Y'all see the brothers' ads on the screens. Y'all tap in with the Hoodie and the Headband bracket challenge. Link is in the bio. Link is in the description of this video. It'll be in the description of the podcast as well for your audio listeners. ML, P, thank y'all. Tell the people where they can find y'all at and what y'all got going on.
ML, you gonna go first?
Oh no, it's you, baby.
You know what, man? Y'all can find me actually here. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Reek, rain, sleet, or snow. Wrestlers ready to go. Wrestlers ready. Like that. It's a tongue twister. It's hard to say now. But shout out Jalen Hurts, like I said. We ready to go every Saturday. This Saturday, we back on the normal schedule, 10 a.m. Y'all know we got to talk about Cena hot off the press. But
he's a human being.
He's a human being. Not to me though. Good luck, Cody. You know what I'm saying? We with it.
No, you switching up on Cena, man.
Bro, I'm not switching up. Bro, he switched up on us. What you mean?
He did.
Literally.
He almost pressed you just now.
I was pissed. Like, come on, bro. Don't do that.
He did.
Codename Davis. See me on Twitter. Follow the Twitch channel. We got a MLB. I just joined the MLB league, so we're gonna be doing that on Twitch. So that's coming soon. I ain't even announced that yet, but I just did. So,
announcement here.
There we go. Announcement on Hoodie and the Headband. Appreciate it.
Hey. Well, all right. Anyways, make sure y'all all it cares about is y'all following the fellas. Have some personal news and update all of that on the Twitter, and make sure I update on. Gonna be some different things for me because I'll be able to be, let's just say, more in the public limelight, but very excited. But most importantly, make sure y'all tap in with the women's bracket challenge, the Hoodie and the Headband. Man, the Restless Wrestling Pod. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm so glad that is gotten off to where it has. Super pause. However, I'm just proud of the guys on everything that they're doing. And you know what? I'm just putting this energy out there. we gonna get a different P these next 3 months, and I'm so excited because he about to lock in. Because just as much as Paige Beckers is on notice, your goat, not my goat, but your goat, he's on notice. And we gonna be talking about, yeah, man. You and I are about to have a lot of basketball debates coming up, sir. Yeah, your goat is on notice.
Wait, hold on. You said what debates? You said what debates?
We gonna have a lot of basketball debates upcoming.
About my goat?
Uncomfortable conversations. Your goat is on notice, bro.
I'm comfortable.
How so?
I'm comfortable. Wait,
bro.
I'm comfortable.
Because you do get uncomfortable when Reek's boy, because I would say Reek was the first one who really was on. Every time Jokic BTA with Bron, we don't hear from you for a couple of days. You do go silent.
Damn, I can't go in a darkness retreat like Aaron Rodgers. I just need to clear my mind because y'all, they love to troll me. But it's cool. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna.
But you aren't even sweating it,
huh?
You aren't even sweating it.
Come on, bro. 77 this year. I'm cooling. This is different. It's not just
okay. So that was the first
77 hit. That's the needle mover right there.
He said, "Keep it 100."
Crazy. That's
77.
crazy.
Hey, Bryce, keep it 100.
He said, "Keep it 100." 22 plus 77.
You lucky I don't log off this shit right now. Don't do that shit again.
It's gonna be so fun. Me and P, I guarantee we gonna have some more. We gonna have some drop-ins.
You see how this man
it's gonna be so fun.
Police man.
We locked it. This is the best time of year. Hope everybody enjoy it. Hoodie and Headband. It's all love, y'all.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for joining.
Hold on. Wrestlers Wrestling giveaway. 100 followers. TikTok. Get there. I'm telling y'all, we got a shirt for free ready for y'all. Hit 100 followers on there, man. Y'all know it. The giveaway. We telling y'all every week. But
we close. We like almost at 70, I think.
We close. That's all it is. That's it. Go ahead, Bryce. I'm sorry.
Y'all tap in with the boys. Wrestlers Wrestling Pod, man. Definitely bringing y'all the
Sleet of Snow.
Not even WWE.
Ready to go.
Bringing the WWE and AEW content. Wrestling.
Timeless.
Yes.
All right, y'all.
Anyways, thank y'all for tuning in. MLP, thank y'all for tapping in with us, man. Hopefully get y'all in on these next few episodes as well as we talk through the Women's March Madness Tournament, man. Y'all know what to tune into right here on Multiplicity Media YouTube channel.